Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the Cincinnati Reds.
Coming up next, Great American Ballpark got a look at some new unis on Saturday and also got a look at new slugger Nathaniel Lowe. His take on the big swing that helped jumpstart the Reds offense against the Angels in a win on Saturday. Also, it's back to the top of the Reds rotation. Andrew Abbott on his mindset as he takes the mound, and a little self-scouting report on the tools he's got in his bag as he does it again today against another top-notch starter on the other side. And with a series win up for grabs, the Reds have to go through said top-notch starter, a right-hander who's been one of the best in baseball to start the season. All that and more coming up next on Reds Pregame. It is time for Reds Pregame, presented by Race St. Clair Roofing. As we take you inside Great American Ballpark, the Reds finish up the series this afternoon against the Angels after a game on Saturday that eased some of the tension of a three-game skid and set the Reds up today for this opportunity to win a series against the Angels. And that's our bird's eye view of pre- and post-game on Reds TV. Welcome inside for the pregame show, Sam. Good Sunday afternoon to you.
Yeah, good Sunday afternoon to you. Come on, folks. Ryan usually gets a round of applause after that opening tease. I'd like to see a little bit more energy. That was kind of how I was going to open. I've been liking the energy down here.
That's right.
Like some wins. Fans, they're feeling on their best behavior after I'm sure they just got after church.
That's right. There's good energy. We like to whip them into a frenzy as
we will.
It was post-game yesterday after a win against the Angels. All right, welcome inside. Going back through the box score again today of the game yesterday. It's not, as we said, it wasn't pretty at times.
Yeah. Picasso.
There was the Picasso thing. Not a Picasso, but there are two columns, win and loss, and the Reds found themselves in the right one on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, and I think it was a nice bounce-back victory for them. You know, we talked a little bit post-game about it. Kind of felt like it was some kind of a long losing streak. They had a winning road trip. They just lost two, and they lose one, and it could turn on a dime. But I think there was a lot of good positive things that we saw yesterday from this Reds offense to come alive, and hoping that continues today.
Only one other game in the history of this ballpark had more total walks between the two teams than what we saw here yesterday with 18.
Granny did not like that.
I know she didn't. And she's a purist. But listen, somebody had to take advantage, and the Reds took advantage yesterday, and they did so with someone who helped the offense get started, get some juice early in the game, and that was Nathaniel Lowe.
This dude's been at it for a long time, so this is not some kind of a surprise. He's got over 3,000 at-bats in the big leagues, a lot of success over the past several years. You're going to get quality at-bats, you're going to get run production from a guy that chose to be here, and I think that's important to mention. He took a lesser role to be a part of what many people feel is a team with a chance, and he came through in a big way yesterday to get him going.
Yeah, that part of a 4-run first, the Reds tacked on more, but that set the table for just getting some offense early and helping them get back in the win column. Nate Lowe, post-game now with Jim Day.
Jumping out to a lead is great. I thought we got great at-bats in front of me, and thankfully I got a pitch to handle. So that was good to get Williamson some cushion and then get rolling there. You know, it's real early. This offense still needs to find our rhythm and figure out how we're going to be the best version of us. But I thought today was a pretty good showing.
Pretty good showing indeed. And I like the way he speaks. I think that's why he's fit into so many clubhouses, and I think he's going to be a big asset for this team.
Talked about finding a rhythm, and that can be for a team, for an offense, and for individual players. Spencer Steer has 3 consecutive 20 home run seasons. In his least productive season as far as runs driven in, he still drove in 75. He's going to show up, and he had a big swing yesterday that maybe starts to see him show up more early this season.
Yeah, I mean, it's been slow going for a lot of these guys. He's not the only one, but I think if you hear Tito talk about him, it's always Spencer's going to be fine. Nobody's ever really worried about Spencer because, and I think a big part of it is he always does something positive every day to win a ball game, and a lot of times that's without a bat in his hand. So he's pretty good with the bat in his hand, too. He's been their best non-fastball hitter, I feel like, over the past couple of years. Went down and got a changeup. I thought he's the timing is close. Caught it fair and set off some fireworks here yesterday.
Fireworks good. Second home run of the season, and that one looked and sounded good.
Started pretty much on the line. Yeah, kind of willing that ball fair. Yeah, nice to see one fall. Yeah, that's kind of just the process, not getting too wrapped up in results. You know, if you're worried about results and results oriented, this game will eat you alive. So, yeah, just kind of sticking to the process, and yeah, good to see one fall.
I get the feeling that people maybe get tired of hearing that statement over the process, because everybody wants results, right? This game will eat you alive because you're going to fail so many times at this that if you get caught up in it, you're going to fail, period, right? I mean, if you believe in the process and you stick to it, it gives you a chance the next at bat to not focus on the one that you just got out in.
Yeah, but results for the Reds have been there in spite of some of the things that haven't gone their way. When we come back on the pregame show, pitching today, and as we said, back to the top of the rotation, what sets Andrew Abbott apart as he pitches for a series win this afternoon.
Everyone needs.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It's important to get out,
volunteer, and make a difference in your community.
volunteer, and leave something behind.
Together, we can make a difference.
Together.
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 Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer. MLB Big Inning. All season. Presented by CarShield.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by Amazon, Saturdays 12:30 Eastern on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
The Reds pregame show is brought to you by Ray St. Clair Roofing, your trusted problem solver. Give us a call. And by Miami Valley Gaming. Get ready to get lucky.
A sunny Sunday afternoon at Great American Ballpark. And as you watch Andrew Abbott, Sam, everyone is different, but Andrew Abbott, since the time he got here, he's always seemed to find that balance between focus and staying loose and being ready.
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good perspective on how it goes. Here in a second, you're going to hear him say something about, what he said, that's how the new kids say it or something. So he thinks still in the old school manner of it. I think last time out, Paul Skeens was over there and he's got these water jugs on his back and Andrew's out there doing jumping jacks. I mean, that's just kind of the way he does, but he went to the All-Star game all the same.
That's right. All-Star a season ago, opening day starter this season. It takes the mound for the 4th time here this afternoon, the 3rd time this season here at Great American Ballpark. His take after his last start now in Miami.
Containing a good lineup, containing a good team, being efficient, locating, executing, just the basic stuff, really. I mean, we all know that everybody's good in the league, but I think it comes down to plans. I think it comes down to executing that plan. And, I think for a few games, the pitching staff, we haven't really executed well. And, we've kind of paid for it in Miami and then last night. But, that's why it's a long season. It's a learning curve. They're going to come with bumps and hills and lulls and all that kind of stuff. So once we figure out and once we get back in the zone with everything, we're all going to be fine.
How much collectively is pitching and results and process talked about just in the group?
I mean, it's talked about every day, frankly. I mean, we all kind of watch film. We all kind of dissect our own thing, whether it's during the game on the bench or whether it's, at home and then come in and talk about it. But, I mean, it's extremely important to sit there and go through and figure out what you did right, what you didn't do right, and then try to move forward, try to learn, try to grow from it.
All right, Sam, so you get to be the opening day starter. And in the case of Andrew Abbott, you see Crochet, Skeens, Alcantara, and then today maybe less name recognition in Jose Soriano, but he's had a heck of a start to the season.
Yeah, you've got second in Cy Young last year, first in Cy Young last year, Cy Young a couple years ago, and he looks a lot like that guy in Sandy Alcantara. And yeah, Soriano might be as good as anyone in baseball at the moment. He's been good for a couple years, but this is pretty next level.
All right, the scouting report on most of the names and the pitchers on that board, it's power, power, power. Andrew Abbott's different. How does he do it?
I think he does it by making pitches, I feel like, when it counts the most, and that's what you're going to hear. It's timely base hits. It's making pitches when you have to. Andrew makes pitches when he has to, and I think he meets challenges like this head on. Yeah, he's got to face an ace every time out. That's part of what comes with it, and that's how you got to challenge yourself to be better in this league. And I think he can do a better job of getting himself into a little bit better counts moving forward, so he doesn't always have to make that pitch. He needs a little run support, too.
Yeah, 6 scoreless against Boston on opening day. In each of the other starts, he's 1 or 2 pitches.
Oh, yeah.
From the numbers looking different. There was a 3-run home run for O'Neal Cruz.
Right.
That's typically the story for a lot of starts for a lot of pitchers.
Yeah.
It's 1 or 2 pitches.
It is, and that's why, for the most part, he makes those pitches when he has to, and he hasn't made them a couple times this year, but the numbers still pretty good. He'll get better.
Yeah, and speaking of pitches, here's what it looks like. The pitches that Andrew Abbott has in his bag as he takes the mound here today.
This is a 4-seam fastball grip. It's pretty much a primary pitch of any pitcher. Get ahead of guys, put guys away, up, down, in, out. Our best location pitch. This is going to be my curveball here. Traditional, no spike. Used more against righties than lefties, but I will use it to lefties. Been my bread and butter since I've been 14 years old. This is my slider here, or sweeper, as the new age calls it. Really just changing the looks. Still spins a lot like the curveball, but it goes more east-west instead of up-down, so just changing the looks of the hitter. This is going to be my changeup. This pitch has come a long way for me. It used to just be like a soft contact pitch, but now it's really, I can use it in 2 strikes. I can use it in any other count. Confidence is growing every day with this thing, so just looking forward to take advantage of that. And then this is the new and improved cutter grip right here. This one's still a little bit of a work in progress, but we're thinking this grip's going to really help with the carry and the going into righties. Won't really throw it to lefties, but it's going to be a weak contact, maybe behind the count pitch.
All right, some people may assume that you pitch, there's a certain grip for a certain pitch, but how much variation do you see? It's a lot, right?
Is. I mean, the 4-seam fastball is kind of across the board, but there's going to be, based on how the ball's coming out of your hand, and that's going to, is it over the top, or are you on the side? How do you get, so you want a seam to kind of pull off one way or the other, and for Andrew, he's found a pretty good repertoire. Maybe another all-star game come with it.
I like that. I like that. Let's do Jose Soriano now. And what has made him good so far, this good, this early in the season? He's seen good teams, and he's made some pitches. How about 1 earned run and 21 strikeouts in 20 innings against the Astros, the Cubs, and the Braves?
I feel like when you guys watch this guy pitch today, you're going to be like, oh, I get it. I mean, it's 96 plus. There's a split in the low 90s. I like this curveball he throws. It's going to be called a knuckle curve. So when Andrew said no spike, he kind of spikes a knuckle up on his. That's how he throws it. It's a power hook. Helped him get 10 punch-outs his last time out. He's pitching with a lot of confidence, obviously, and it'll be tough on the Reds today. They're going to have to be patient with him, and I think they're going to have to be opportunistic because he's not giving you many opportunities.
Yeah, that last time out against the Braves, that was 8 innings and 3 hits. So he comes in with 3 really good starts, but an exceptional start against a great team, most recently for Jose Soriano. So when you talk about the challenge the Reds have here this afternoon, when we come back, we'll look at the lineup construction. How has Terry Francona built this lineup today for success against Jose Soriano and the Angels?
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by Amazon. Saturdays, 12:30 Eastern on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer. MLB Big Inning. All season. Presented by CarShield.
Reds pregame show is brought to you by Ray St. Clair Roofing, your home's trusted problem solver. Give us a call. And by Miami Valley Gaming. Get ready to get lucky. Back in the Queen City, Reds and Angels, the first series of this 2-series homestand as the Reds battle the Angels and try to pick up a series win here this afternoon. Welcome back inside. Brian Giesenslaw, Sam LeCure. Focus. Focus, partner. Focus.
I woke up focused.
Terry Francona told an interesting story earlier today. He talked about back in the spring meeting with Nathaniel Lowe, with Brad Metter, to tell him that he made the team. You know, that conversation being, you made the team, but it's a bench bat. You'll probably get fewer opportunities than you're used to. And he said Nathaniel Lowe's response to that was, I played myself into this role. I'd like to play myself out of this role.
How about that?
Starting yesterday, another start today at DH.
Yeah, I love that for him. And he's 3 for 8 off of Soriano, which is saying something considering the guy's given up 3 hits all season, it seems like. Gino's 2 for 7 with a home run off of him. Cabrian, I feel like, I don't know if you guys watched the game yesterday. Geese, maybe you saw, he hit a couple balls hard and comes in, and Gino's giving him hugs, and Key Bryan's laughing. I mean, who do you see laughing hitting 088 or whatever the case may be? But he understands that he can't control that. His process is good, but definitely happened to have Nathaniel Lowe right there in the middle of it again today.
Yeah, and Ellie De La Cruz on base 4 times in yesterday's contest. As for the Angels, a home run, a double, and 4 hits from the leadoff spot in this series for Zach Neto. But the top 4 in Kurt Suzuki's lineup have been on base a lot.
Yeah, they have. 9 walks yesterday handed out by Reds pitching. We'll deal with that here in a minute. That gets real dangerous, though, when you talk about a team that's among the league leaders in home runs. You're giving them scoring opportunities. Trouty had a real nice day. Felt like a couple of their guys just missed one. Hopefully they miss miss them again because it's blustery winds down here on a beautiful day in Cincinnati.
Blustery is a good way to put it, but we're set to go for baseball on Sunday afternoon. When we come back to Great American Ballpark, we check in with Jim Day. In the final segment of the pregame show, series decided today.
Hey guys, see anything in the clouds? That one kind of looks like a cat.
Santa Claus. Wow. Eating a sandwich.
That's specific.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer. MLB Big Inning. All season. Presented by CarShield.
From your favorite team.
The Phillies walked it off.
To the league's biggest stars.
Jaw-dropping stuff from Bobby Witt Jr.
Hey, I know that guy. Great player.
Stay in the know all season long on Play Ball, only on MLB Network.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It's important to get out,
volunteer, and make a difference in your community.
volunteer, and leave something behind.
Together, we can make a difference.
Together.
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 Side session today, continuing to work his way back from the blister. Next steps, as you see him checking his hand.
It's apparently still there.
Hopefully that's more of a callus now.
Yeah, no kidding.
And next steps after this side session with Derek Johnson, the watchful eye of DJ. We'll find out what those are, but that's a good look.
That's a great sign. I mean, the fact, because his arm's moving, so when he is able to come back, it won't be too far away. He'll still have to build up a little bit, but it looks like he's putting some gas on.
Yeah, looking good. So updates to come on that. Welcome back inside the ballpark. Reds and Angels this afternoon. Andrew Abbott goes to the mound. But as we look at Nick Lodolo and know that's a good sign for the Reds, the good news is, as we bring in Jim Day, the good news is, while there have been injuries, there have been ups and downs, the Reds are finding ways to win. They're finding ways to win, and they did again yesterday.
No question, and they hope that continues because the club simply hasn't broken out even a little bit offensively till maybe yesterday. The 4-run first inning help. Steer follows with a home run, 5 early runs, and they rode that to a lead. And then played add-on at the end, so maybe that can springboard forward. But one thing they're continuing to try to figure out is how to win rubber games of series. We check out these numbers, and they have been good this year after a win. 6-2 as you look at our rates. St. Clair Rippey, who's on top. Now, a 5-game winning streak is certainly going to help that stat. But over the last few seasons, the Reds have struggled in rubber games, and particularly struggled after losing the first game of a series, which they did in this series. They started to turn that around a little bit in the latter stages of last season, and they're hoping that numbers like this and the fact that they did turn it around a bit can springboard into this year. So we are very early in the season, obviously, but put this in the bigger category today. If they can pull out this series victory to give them confidence that they can win rubber games, because if they're going to get to the promised land, they've got to win games like this consistently.
There's no doubt about it. It's funny, Jim, you kind of pick up on those trends. I think the guys are probably aware of it, too.
Yeah,
they're not going to make a mountain out of a molehill, but it's something they're definitely going to address. So good stuff, bud.
All right.
JD, thanks a lot. You keep going back. You know, we've debated the ups and the downs of the season so far. Only the Dodgers have won more games than the Cincinnati Reds. I'm just going to say that, and then we'll get to Sam's.
No, I was thinking the same thing because I thought about it earlier. I was looking at it, and I'm like, there's several teams that also have 9 wins, but only one team has more wins than your beloved Red Legs. So come on down to the ballpark, give them a cheer.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
And we'll cheers.
Finish up strong now with the Sunday edition.
We need it. We need a tally
the
on
Masters
the board,
edition of Sam Slade.
We got to attack. And something that concerned me coming out of spring training was the walk total that the pitching staff produced. They've done a great job at preventing runs this season, but they've also created a lot of stress by creating some of those opportunities for the other team. They handed out 9 walks yesterday, so that will not be a habit that they want to get into because that will not work over the course of the season. They're getting away with murder a little bit so far. Apply pressure. 4 runs in the first, you love it. Felt like potentially a beginning of something, and it still might be, and it showed later in the game that maybe it was. But you got to continue to cause some chaos. The longer you let a team hang around, the better their chances of coming up with a big hit, especially if you're putting guys on base with the homer ability of this team. So take the pressure off your team by applying it to the other one, and then always something. They won the game. That's number one. Even in wins, there's always going to be some defeat and something you can get better at. And that's the beautiful thing about this game and why it's so infuriating because you can go 3 for 4, but you got out. You can throw 70 out of 100 pitches for strikes and you miss 30 times. The work to get better never ends because you're chasing perfection every day. You're chasing it every day and it's unattainable. And so it's kind of like that's why baseball players are insane. Because you know you're chasing something that you'll never be able to get to, but you keep doing it anyway, and you love it more than anything is the grind.
Something about the way this series sets up is the Reds play for this opportunity this afternoon. You got an off day tomorrow.
Yeah.
You don't always get your 6-game homestand split
right on
with an off day. So the bullpen worked yesterday. Yeah, guys didn't throw a ton of pitches.
Right.
You know, Tony Santillan and Pierce Johnson, 11, 12 pitches. Yep. So you can. If you can get to that point, if you need those guys today for Spencer Steer and the rest of this group, you got an off day tomorrow before the Giants hit town on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's a great point. Everybody will be on deck, even though it's early. Even saw Connor Phillips throw yesterday, and he was out there throwing a bullpen right alongside Nick Lodillo, so these guys want to stay on the mound. That's a good thing. We've gone with the black connect. We've gone with the red connect. Now we're going with the old home whites. And I got to tell you, that will always... I mean, they're going to have to come up with a pretty cool jersey and outfit to top that one for me.
Yeah. Also happy to report I talked to Brent Suter earlier today.
Belly okay?
He's good. He could still laugh about it, but he pitched really well yesterday to all of Reds country. He's very happy where he is, certainly misses it here, and this is home. He'll be back when he's all done, but right now competing on the other side, one of the all-time greats for the Reds, Brent Suter. Sam, give me a final Sunday thought for this one.
Hopefully the Reds do it better than we did.
Well played. Pre-game's in the books. We get the game and post-game coming up next on Reds.tv.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
From your favorite team,
the Phillies walked it off,
to the league's biggest stars.
Jaw-dropping stuff from Bobby Witt Jr.
Hey, I know that guy. Great player.
Stay in the know all season long on Play Ball, only on MLB Network.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the Cincinnati Reds.
The bliss of baseball in sunlight. One of the warmer Reds game days on the young slate. It's a rubber match between Cincinnati and the Angels. Offense leaned on for victories in the first two affairs. Pummeled by homers, the Angels took game one, but the Reds responded. Rode the wave of a big Nate Lowe double and a 4-run first, and comfortably sailed with some tack-on runs in the later stage. Today, though, it's the aces, Andrew Abbott, who has had only one run of support while on the mound for the Reds. He's due to get some scores, and he is locking horns with the locked-in Jose Soriano, ground ball machine who limits the big fly. And a pleasant good afternoon. Welcome on back to Reds Baseball. Alongside our captain, the Hall of Famer, Cincinnati's own Barry Larkin, I'm John Sadak. Jim Day on the way in just a bit. These Reds, a big victory yesterday for the Redlegs, and Elly De La Cruz got on base 4 times. He has had a strong series.
He really has. And, you know, the thing about Elly is the fact that he has yet to get hot. The fact that we're talking about him early, him being an impact player early. Listen, he is a sensational player, certainly. And you could see this series 4 for 7, a couple doubles and a home run. But he has yet to really get hot. This in spring training is what we saw. Up the middle the other way, and we're seeing it in the game. We're seeing the better quality at bats. We're seeing him hit the ball up the middle. We're seeing him drive the ball the other way. Watch out. When he gets hot, it's going to be super, super fun.
He's also led the way for the running Reds, opportunistically grabbing bags.
And, you know, this is another thing. This is identity of the team. I talked about Willie Harris at third base and how aggressive he is. And it's only because you have the team speed and the ability to make things happen. We took advantage of some wild pitches yesterday, 9 walks yesterday. But this team is looking to take an extra 90, and they're doing a nice job of that.
In terms of the pitching slate today, Andrew Abbott, only a handful of these Angels have ever seen him. He's pitched well in this park. Jose Soriano might be the best pitcher going right now.
Well, it's a 96-mile-an-hour cutter, sinker, and a 98-mile-an-hour heater. That slider is really good. He limits balls in the air. He can walk some guys, so we got to be patient, but we got to take advantage of that fastball when it shows up.
Lowest ERA in the majors right now, second lowest average against the league. Only has 7 hits in his 20 innings, hitting barely over 100. We'll go to break. Jim Day on the way. Spencer for hire. He'll cook, you'll eat. Jim Day is next.
Toyota. Okay, $1 million deal on the line. You got this. Recaps and sales meeting insights from all my team's calls? Otter AI, it's you who is man's best friend.
Otter, the AI meeting agent.
Dig into some baseball bites that taste so good. Join Lauren Shahadi as the game's top chefs and baseball stars show off some big league eats that hit a home run with fans. Over the Plate, Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network. Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Major League Baseball is back and bigger than ever before.
I'll take it from here. This is MLB Clubhouse, the YouTube channel where kids run the show, with a spot for every member of your team. Just look at this lineup.
Play ball.
Welcome to MLB Art Club. And this is the dugout. Hey, that's us. Let's see that again. Slide into the home of major fun, MLB Clubhouse. Now on YouTube.
Cincinnati Reds baseball is presented by St. Elizabeth Healthcare and the Young Family Cancer Center, a regional leader in cancer care. By your Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers. For all Toyota offers, go to toyota.com. And by Ray St. Clair Roofing, your trusted problem solver. Give us a call. Spencer Steer, first home run of the season yesterday. We'll see if that springboards forward for Steer. One thing we know is he is very important defensively. The Reds do not have your typical utility player on the bench. The way they get away with that is they have Spencer Steer, who is your utility starter, if you will. Last night he reached 150 or more career starts in both the outfield and the infield. You see the numbers that he joins in that category in Reds history. He was a Gold Glove finalist at first base last season. He moves all around, not easy to do. Here's Spencer on how he stays prepared.
I think the big thing for me is just making sure I'm getting my work daily at these different spots. Last thing I want to do is get called to play a position and I'm not prepared for it. So I think what I've learned over the years doing it is making sure I'm getting my work at all these different spots and staying prepared for, just the ability to play those spots.
All right, we're early in the season, but if you want to get to the promised land, rubber games of 3-game sets at home, put into the bigger category. That's on the line. Reds ready for a series win. John and Barry are next.
I'm Lou. It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks.
There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight.
The bats have come alive. A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
It's time for Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to flex their superpowers, and they could earn a trip to the national finals at the 2025 World Series presented by Capital One. So go ahead, be the one who powers their dreams, and sign up to host a local Pitch, Hit, and Run event. It's a free and fun way to promote baseball, softball, and your organization. To learn more, go to pitchhitrun.com.
There is a weight that comes with being the one. Andrew Abbott's opponent so far, Garrett Crochet, on opening day. The only run Abbott has had in support while he's been on the mound came against Paul Skeens. For turn 3, an on-point Sandy Alcantara, who came just shy of a second straight CG. The Reds would rally and win today. The man with the best ERA going right now, Jose Soriano, the opponent for Andrew Abbott. He'll be facing a lineup that is loaded with right-handed swingers. Abbott has pitched very well lifetime in this ballpark, and he has given his Reds a chance to win each time out.
And that is really the key, and this is what Andrew Abbott does. Of course, the injury to Hunter Green, it gives him the ability to go out there and face all those number ones. When you're not getting real good support, offensive support, you're not going to win a lot of those games. But he has given this team, every time he's gone out there, an opportunity to win a ball game.
Gave up just a couple of runs, 5 1/3 Tuesday in Miami. The Reds would rally and beat the Marlins in extra innings. Full 9 for the Halos, who are a game below 500 on their year. Zach Neto leads it off. He rides his 7-game hit streak. Mike Trout shares the baseball lead in walks. Joe Adell, Jorge Soler, they each have thump. Vaughn Grissom, Nolan Schoenwell, Logan O'Hoppe. Oswald Peraza's first action on the series, the former Yankee, and Bryce Teodosio, who has burning speed. We have not yet seen a squared bunt. That's something Kurt Suzuki and the Angels want him to use from time to time. Reds defense that aids Abbott, Steer, Friedel, and Marte in the outfield. Another nod at third for Eugenio Suarez. Key Brian Hayes is off the bench today. De La Cruz, McLean, Stewart, and a second start for P.J. Higgins. We are expected to crest at 81 degrees today, and the winds could gust at up to 25 miles an hour. The flags have shown that wind, when it arrives, shooting out toward left field.
And John, we have seen during this series a lot of balls hit to the warning track. The question is, today, will that ball stay in the yard?
Zach Neto has homered 3 times on his 7-game hit streak, and he takes a healthy rip for strike 1. 8 right-handed bats for the Angels, time called by Neto. The Angels 18 home runs, that matches Houston for the most in the American League. And this is skied right field. Longer run for Marte. Now slows. 1 down. The oddity for Abbott this year is the Angels load their lineup with right-handers. He's had some weird reverse splits early this year. Mike Trout, a 2-run double yesterday, also walked twice. Takes strike 1. This year, righties 184, lefties in limited at bats 529. One of the many things that will balance out as innings and games add up. Top to third, foul. Oh, look at Gino just walking over a souvenir. And Trout has drawn 14 walks already this year, tied for the most in the big leagues. Walks were a major concern yesterday. There were 16 combined walks, 9 drawn by the Reds, 7 issued by the Reds. And walks were also part of what carried the Halos in Game 1 of this series. There's been a run of Red starters with heftier ERAs and more base runners. Little flare. De La Cruz going way out. Can't get there. That drops for Trout, a soft single.
Really good pitch right there by Andrew Abbott. Everything was pretty much exclusively away. Fastball, changeups. This heater, you can see, gets well in the kitchen of Mike Trout, just strong enough to get it past De La Cruz at shortstop. But that was a really good pitch.
And I feel like a good amount of the contact against Abbott, outside of that O'Neill Cruz homer, that was critical in the Pirate game. He clobbered it. There's been a lot of soft contact. That certainly happened Tuesday in Miami.
Well, the O'Neill Cruz was a lefty-lefty. You mentioned lefties in 4 at-bats are really hitting the ball well of Andrew Abbott. But yes, Abbott is going to go out there and give you an opportunity like that right there. It's going to give you an opportunity just because he does a really nice job of reading the swings of the hitters. And he makes on-the-fly adjustments.
Also a good sign at how that changeup dropped.
100%. And the way that Adell went after it. So he went changeup down, got the chase, heater up, got the chase. And I'm sure the scientist is thinking, okay, where do I go now?
Adell calls time. His lone base hit on the series came yesterday, also got hit by a pitch. He's 1 for 9, a couple of strikeouts on the set. Now the Angels do hit for a lot of power, but that's often married up with a lot of strikeouts. And they do strike out at a high rate. That's sent beyond short. Trout up to second. Steer on the charge gathers. Back-to-back base hits.
And soft contact again, John. That breaking ball on the outside part of the plate, but up the barrel of Adele. 86 miles an hour off the bat.
Jorge Soler, 0 for yesterday, doubled and had a grand slam Friday. And he scalds this ball right to Steer. Line drive out. So now Vaughn Grissom, 0 for 3 with a walk. Bounced into a double play yesterday. Strike. Good changeup, 0-2. Lays off that change. Fouled away. He got to 2 strikes out of the gate on Trout. He got to 2 strikes on Adele. Each reached on a soft hit. Soler squared him up but lined it right to Steer. Suarez guards the line a bit at third. Elevated 2-2. To short, backhand. De La Cruz gathers, has no play. He does save a run with that range and holds Trout to third base.
Yeah, with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, you at least want to try to knock the ball down on the infield to keep it in the infield so that those outfielders don't have to make a play. And Ellie, he's just so long, doesn't have to leave his feet, but does a really nice job of keeping that ball in the infield. No play anywhere. Maybe third base if that ball's overrun. Nice job.
Left on left, the only lefty. Shawnuel, strike 1. Only 2 Angels had ever faced Andrew Abbott entering this game. Shawnuel's one of them. He's walked in the 2 times he's gone head-to-head with Abbott. Another take. Now the Reds rode the wave of that 4-run first yesterday. A bases clearing double by Nathaniel Lowe delivered the runs the Reds would need. Can Abbott get out of this jam? Line left field base hit. Trout scores. Adele sent home. Throw goes toward third. 2-run single, men at the corners. Reds down 2-zip.
Fastball. Shawnuel does a nice job of staying inside of it.
Derek Johnson out there for a chat. 4 of the last 5 have reached, and arguably the best contact was the lone out in that time. Can Abbott minimize damage with Logan O'Hoppe standing in? O'Hoppe, the only other Angel to have seen Abbott before today. He's 0 for 2 against him. 1 for 7 on this series. Did work a walk and struck out yesterday. Smacked. They are hammering his heater. Grissom scores. Shawnowell first to third. It's been a hit parade for the Halos here in the opening inning. It's 3-0.
Yeah, just another fastball. This ball is actually out of the zone. That's a ball up. But O'Hoppe gets on top of it. These guys are swinging the bat. They're seeing it nicely.
Peraza had spent his career with the Yankees, was traded to the Angels deadline last year. Known more for his glove. Into the bat pop. Well, 3 runs on the board for the visitors. A rougher first inning for the Reds. They'll try to respond.
When I work with my clients and they ask me questions, hey, what do you recommend? You know, do I go with wood? Do I go with TimberTech? It's always a no-brainer for me. I'm always telling them to go with TimberTech, and they're always asking me, well, why TimberTech? There's 10 different options out there. And the answer is just grab some samples. I mean, there's just so many different color options, different textures. It's easy to work with, fire resistant, and the maintenance, you can't argue that. You want low maintenance, go with TimberTech. It really changed the game for me. What can I tell you? It's a great product.
What actually works? I want to understand the choices I'm making. Now I know. Thorn.
This is Fubo. It's a better way to watch Fox, FS1, and other top sports networks. Plus, get coverage of your local teams all season long. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
Here we go. 5, 4.
At MLB Network, covering baseball isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
You're about to be entertained and amazed. So I just want to show you a few at-bats, because it was incredible.
Connecting fans to the game is in our DNA.
Welcome, everyone, to MLB Tonight, the national pregame show. He added 2 new pitches this year.
In season.
Hello, family.
Off season.
Not every day we hand out Cy Young awards.
Every season.
That's how we do it here.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
Red starting lineup from St. Elizabeth Healthcare. TJ Friedel got aboard twice yesterday. Matt McClain back in the starting 9 was a defensive ad late yesterday. De La Cruz and Stewart have been getting on base a ton. Eugenio Suarez has seen Jose Soriano pretty well. Another nod for Nathaniel Lowe. Big base hit yesterday. Steer batting 7th. That's a good lineup. Marte and PJ Higgins. Well, they are facing a hard throwing right-hander. The league leader in ERA, Jose Soriano.
Yeah, Soriano is a power pitcher, likes to work at the bottom of the zone. He's coming off a really good start in Atlanta. 8 innings pitched. He only allowed 1 run on 3 hits and 10 punch-outs. It's a 96-mile-an-hour sinker, a 98-mile-an-hour heater. He's got a knuckle curve to go along with it.
Friedel had a bunt hit yesterday, also worked a walk. That's what Soriano has done this year. More of the 4-seamer. He's using the sinker a little less this year. And Friedel, some good signs. So the hit and the walk yesterday
He's been on base multiple times in 6 games. 4 of those half dozen have come this week.
Yeah, it's nice to see him starting to turn it around. You definitely need our leadoff guy, and he has always been that fire starter. You know, this team has struggled to score runs, and I don't think it's coincidental that he has not been the typical guy that gets on base 2 times a day.
In that deep crouch with 2 strikes. Now, Soriano's not really a strikeout man on his career, but you mentioned that Brave start. He struck out 10 Braves in that game. The 4-seamer probably part of it. Top softly to first. Shonawell. Halos defense. Teodosio, Trout, Adele in the outfield. Peraza, Neto left side. Grissom, Shonawell right side. Ohapi, a 3rd straight start in this series. Well, Matt McClain comes to the plate with a California song. Grew up not too far from the Angels Stadium. Grew up a Halos fan. So did Spencer Steer and Nick Lodolo. Came on defensively yesterday, worked a walk late, stole a bag. Appeal, he did not go. What's different about a knuckle curve for a hitter?
Spikes a little bit more. You get that knuckleball, you get that knuckle on top of it. The ball has a tendency to be more vertical. It's more up and down than left and right.
And Soriano first came up with the Angels. He was signed by them as an international free agent. He was a Rule 5 ad 2020 by the Pirates, but didn't pitch a whole lot. Got hurt, was in the minors, got hurt again, had Tommy John that June, then returned him back to the Halos. He broke into the bigs as a reliever in 23, a starter since 24. And 2 of the things he does best: he gets a lot of ground balls. He led the majors in ground ball rate last year, and he limits home runs. Today, a warmer day with wind right to left. Back-to-back full counts. On his career, he does walk men. He had over 4 per 9 last year. That's a lot. He has cut that down dramatically early this season. Poke to right. Floats to awaiting Adele. Now, since he became a full-time starter at the start of 24, that's the short list of the few men who limit homers better. Max Fried, Paul Skeens, Logan Webb, Christopher Sanchez. David Peterson's the one outlier name who's a good pitcher. Those others are often aces.
Yeah, they are aces. The other thing, you talked about the walks. He also led the major league pitchers in 25 in ground ball double plays. So you negate those base runners with the ground balls, and you're not allowing home runs. That's a recipe for some success.
But he is pitching at Great American Ballpark today. Ellie De La Cruz has homered on this series. Got aboard 4 times in yesterday's game. 2 doubles, 3 hits. Stole a couple of bags and came around to score. Broke his bat. Flared shallow center. Caught by Zach Neto. Sensational play by the Halo shortstop.
As we'll learn today, the more precise
It's like vibes.
What is this?
I think it's just a vibes thing.
Vibes.
Can I get one of those?
Make it poppy.
When you're young, you don't just get handed trust. You have to earn it. by hand. You listen and ask questions and see the way things have always been, but like never before. You realize time doesn't make something timeless. Standards do. Because if you want your name to last forever, you have to build your legacy one step at a time.
Here we go. 5, 4.
At MLB Network, covering baseball isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
You're about to be entertained and amazed. So I just want to show you a few at-bats because it was incredible.
Connecting fans to the game is in our DNA.
Welcome everyone to MLB Tonight, the national pregame show. He added 2 new pitches this year.
In season.
Hello, family.
Off season.
Not every day we hand out Cy Young awards.
Every season.
That's how we do it here.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
Start watching at FuboTV.com.
Andrew Abbott on the hill for inning number 2. First pitch fouled off. Jim Day down in the dugout. We're with Tyler Stevens. You've caught Andrew many times. Everything plays off the fastball. Had trouble with the fastball in inning number 1 as a catcher. Are you stubborn with that? Do you go away with it? How do you handle it?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he did make some good pitches that inning, some softer contact, but especially with him, like you said, his fastball, he does pitch off of that, but sometimes we'll call it like pitching backwards, like kind of going more off speed, which got the strikeout there on a curveball. So just being able to like kind of change speeds and then like maybe surprise some guys with that fastball.
What has been your impression of ABS so far?
I've liked it. I think it's just, I don't know, it's fun, especially in these stadiums, bigger crowds and stuff, seeing everybody react. But yeah, I mean, like we were just talking about it like last night, like in those situations, and like
you got a strikeout, you challenged successfully and got a strikeout, and it was a big third out of the inning
for sure with Pierce, and that's what it's just figuring out when to really use those, because those are the type of situations that you do want to use them in if you have them. So sometimes it's like earlier in the game, if it's like there's a ball that kind of clipped the corner, it's like unless I know for sure that I feel like I'm very positive that is a strike. If it's one of those like 50-50, it's like, I don't know. We always talk about it. The game's going to tell you when to challenge and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, just trying to use those for those high leverage situations, which we had the opportunity to last night.
I imagine the first pitch of the game wouldn't be one of those. Not looking for you to comment on that, but that did happen yesterday. We talked about in spring training there might be variables from stadium to stadium, and maybe even Great American Ballpark zone, north and south, might be different. Have you noticed any variables?
Nothing yet, which I guess is good. And I feel like if there is anywhere that we do feel off, we play half our games here at home, so we're used to this. So, but talking like with PJ and some of these guys that were in AAA, like they'll be on a road trip for a week, and they used to have it where I think the first 3 games were straight ABS. So the umpire just, if the ball hit the zone, it was a strike. So they kind of got an understanding of the zone during those 3 games, and then the last 3 they could challenge. So. Guys in AAA did say that they did feel like some of the stadiums were different, but I feel like as of now that I haven't felt anything off, which is good.
One final question. You mentioned that dude behind the plate. He had the best success rate in AAA last year. How much do you pick his brain?
A lot, especially in spring training when everything was so new, and that's what he was even saying. It was just like, if you feel like it's a strike, it probably is. But there's also on the flip side of that, like just because you catch a ball really well doesn't mean it's a strike. Like I know I had one the other day in Miami that I caught it really well, and I challenged it. Just because I caught it well doesn't always mean it was a strike, and it was a little bit down. So, yeah, if PJ challenges, it's probably going to be a strike.
Appreciate the time. Thank you.
You got it.
Interesting insight there, John. Barry.
That's really cool. Right down in the dugout.
Yeah.
Kind thanks to Tyler. Check swing. So not many heaters that AB. Got ahead 0-2 on Neto. Was able to foul off a couple of fastballs and lays off a second changeup miss to draw a walk. Abbott surrendered 5 hits in the first inning. That ties the most he's ever given up in one inning. It was a game at Cleveland late September of 23. Now Trout, big lead for Neto. Fastball elevated. Trout singled, later scored. Abbott got ahead on him 0-2, so he was ahead 0-2 on Trout, who singled softly. Hard ground ball, just fair. That's trouble. That goes down the line. Steer racing corner. Neto sprinting for third. A late go sign is on. De La Cruz, no chance to relay. Neto crosses standing from first, at RBI double for Trout, who's now 2 for 2, and the Reds are down 4-0.
Last time up, Andrew Abbott beat Mike Trout with the fastball in on his hands. He was strong enough to get it in the center field. This time a changeup. I think that location was a mistake. And the speed of Zach Neto scoring easily from first base.
Now Joe Adell. Big rip on a breaking ball. Adell singled and scored his first time. The deficit feels all the more daunting considering how dominant Jose Soriano has been this year. And Trout, who had been in a bit of a funk, he entered yesterday 2 for his last 33. That was 3 hits between the 2 ball games. I think we saw some signs of that Friday, the game we did not air, that saw him go over, and he hammered 3 of those outs. Big lead off second. Well, the curveball has induced some swings. The changeup, when it's been well located, has been effective. For the most part, the Angels have just watched that sweeper, and they have drilled the fastball. Smacked beyond the reach of De La Cruz. Later break for Trout. He's into third. Ball gets away from Suarez, and now Adell able to claim second. So a base hit, and then an error gives him scoring position.
Yeah, Mike Trout has to go back because this line drive, and Ellie De La Cruz at shortstop. And Spence sees a little bit of hesitation from Mike Trout. He's got a chance. Just short hopping.
Single E7 infield modified shallow. Powerful Soler. A giant swing against a curveball. What do you do when you don't seemingly have your fastball? The fastball that normally with that spin is deceptive, has ride in the zone, has just been walloped.
Yeah, I just think it's location. You have to commit to pitching to one side or the other side of the plate, and I feel like there's a lot of misses. I thought there was one really good pitching, was the fastball location to Mike Trout on his first at bat when he hit that single to center field. Other than that.
Oh, and it hit Trout right off his right side as he leans off that third base bag.
And that's why when you line up in foul territory, because if he is in fair territory, he's out.
Oh, right near the elbow. That was 94 off the bat. He dismisses the athletic training staff, says he's okay.
It happens in a hurry, John. In a hurry. And thank goodness that was just 94. We've seen some balls hit 110.
Yeah. Upstairs, Kyle Nicholas is now warming in the Reds bullpen. Abbott threw 28 pitches in the first inning, tying for the most he's had in a frame this year. This is his 51st on the outing. Sent to center. Friedel coming on along with Marte. Friedel makes the grab, tag at third, throw to the plate is late. Sac fly RBI, backside runner to third, throw to third, out. The tag dropped down by Suarez. Well, the run scores. Adele lingering on the bag at third. Angels considering a challenge. They will not. So a couple of outs, but a run in between. 5-zip.
Finding the right plumber shouldn't feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. At Thumbtack, we'll help you find the right pro for your project, your home, and your needs. With the help of our AI-powered matching. So you can hire with confidence. Thumbtack, we know homes. Hire the right pro today.
Hey, have you heard about this prediction market, Kalshi?
Yeah, lets you trade on anything from sports to culture.
What about UFO sightings?
Yeah, that too. Why? Can't just leave him like that.
9-iron.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
One of the stars of this era who's missed a lot of time with injury. Mike Trout still in this game. Took the line drive off the right elbow area, leaning off third and foul ground. Strike one on Sal Stewart, who's been on base in 14 of his 15 games so far this year. He originally had a base hit and an RBI yesterday, but two official scoring changes happened after the game. TJ Friedel's take of second late was changed from defensive indifference to a steal, and Stewart's contact was changed from infield hit RBI to a misplay by Nolan Shaunawell that negated the RBI because the runner was not breaking until the misplay. They did walk twice and scored in yesterday's affair. Sent to right center. Trout and Adele converging, and Adele makes the play one away. Entering the game, the lone red to homer off Jose Soriano. Eugenio Suarez spent time in the American League West with the Mariners on a few tours of duty. He's 2 for 7 off Soriano. Both have gone for extra bags. He singled, walked, and scored yesterday. Some longer innings for Abbott. That has meant Soriano was sat for some extended spans of time. Top softly to third, picked by Peraza. Two down. Well, perhaps the biggest lineup wrinkle today, the absence of Ke'Bryan Hayes. Suarez getting a start at third, and part of that so that Nathaniel Lowe could start back-to-back games. And a 3-run double yesterday in the first inning. That was the Reds' only hit on the game with men in scoring position. They would struggle again, going 1 for 10. That hit for Lowe, the 800th of his big league career.
It was a big one. Needed some hits with runners in scoring position. Just consistently have not been able to drive in runs. Nate gets the start, comes up big. Led to that victory yesterday.
And I feel like he's had some really good at bats. So here he is, 3-0. He works pitches. He often gets in advantageous counts. Even his outs have often been harder contact.
I think it was just another good pickup. He's a veteran player. He knows he doesn't have to play every day. He's got a great attitude. I feel like Nick Krall did a really nice job in finding this guy. He's going to help us.
And from his Texas time, he has seen Soriano a ton. Gets aboard here with a walk. Yeah, I thought Terry Francona put it well today as Spencer Steer stands in. He shared the conversation that he and the front office and the coaching staff had with Lowe, talking about his role in advance of the season. That it would be more of a bench role, that he would be more of a pinch hitter, spot starter. And Lowe responded saying, I played myself into this spot. I plan on playing my way out. And so far he's starting to do that. Peraza backs up in third. Steer slugged his second homer of the year yesterday, also walked and scored a couple of runs. Was able to stay back just enough on a changeup. Went just inside of that left field foul pole. Artificial lights are on. The wind's whipping the flags right to left. Light lead for Lowe. Swung through, strike three.
Frankly, it bugged us.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer. MLB Big Inning. All season. Presented by CarShield.
Want to pitch like Paul Skeens?
Holy smoke. Operative word is smoke.
Or hit like this guy? Learn how to play like the pros from the pros themselves.
The secret ingredient, a whole lot of fun.
Play ball all season long, only on MLB Network.
It's time for Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to flex their superpowers, and they could earn a trip to the national finals at the 2025 World Series presented by Capital One. So go ahead, be the one who powers their dreams, and sign up to host a local Pitch, Hit, and Run event. It's a free and fun way to promote baseball, softball, and your organization. To learn more, go to pitchhitrun.com.
Don't miss a moment this season with Reds.TV. Stream the entire campaign in Reds territory for just $99.99. Watch games at home or on the go. Stay connected all year long. Visit Reds.TV for details. Start streaming today. First pitch pop. Vaughn Grissom. Higgins with the mask off. No play. Man, that plinkoed hard off the dugout. That spin took it a good 10, 12 rows deep.
I'll be right above me. And it sounded like a missile hit this thing.
You're bunkered down there, Jim.
I am. There I am. Can you see me?
Oh, hi, Jim.
Hello.
So it's a thin enough spot, right? Yeah, you got that low first camera there. We'll get a challenge.
Call of balls being challenged by the catcher.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. That is a strike. I mean, look at the feel for Higgins. That just grazed the zone. He's a maestro of ABS. Yeah, I asked some Reds pitchers what their thoughts were on ABS. So far, the consensus seems to be they don't feel like there's been a change to the zone as called. It's just helped as they trust the catchers to make those calls for them. De La Cruz. But they seem to agree. My thought, and I'm curious what you're thinking, Barry, it's going to take time. It might be a decade. But over time, especially as umpires come up with it, because they'll have used it in the minors, I do think if we were to plot called strikes by umpires today versus 2036, I bet the best umpires are adapting to it, and the called strike zone is going to mimic the ABS zone more and more.
Well, you said it, the best umpires. And I feel like what the ABS is going to do is going to expose those that aren't the best umpires. I don't really feel like the players will be affected. Listen, the call is the call. Sometimes you get the strike call, sometimes you don't. Right? So regardless of if it's a strike or not, it's a strike or not. But what I think is going to happen is you're going to weed out some of those guys that aren't the better umpires, or expose them at least.
Chopped by Shaunawell, foul. Nice pick.
And you know, you've got the technology, so it's about getting it right. Right? But
I have a question along those lines. Baseball is looking for any ooh and ah moments during the game, right? I mean, craving that, especially nowadays. And you heard Stevenson talk about big crowd, ooh and ah moment. Will you see more? Will they give them more than two in the future?
And I agree with you. I think when I watch the tennis, Wimbledon or whatever, and there's a call on the ball that's on the line, in or out, and the crowd gets into it, I think it's a great thing for the fans to be able to see that. I think it's more interactive for the fans to feel like they're part of the game. So I agree, Jim. I think that what we might see is more ability to challenge, because I think you'll get more fan engagement.
I almost think it's something that could be earned. You know, if you're successful, can you win one? Do you start with one? For every one you're right, you can add on. If you're wrong, you're done.
I like that as well.
Logan O'Hoppe, RBI hit so far. But what I do think is if the human called zone starts to mimic ABS more, the biggest differences in ABS, seemingly, the top of the zone is not quite as high.
Right.
The bottom of the zone might be a little lower. Does that bring about more sinker ball guys? You know, does that injure the four-seam fastball finishing guys? Unless there's a lot of deception there.
Well, I do remember having a conversation with Hunter Green about it. And Hunt was saying exactly that. You know, I'm a high velocity, top of the zone guy. I might not get that strike anymore. And that might cause me to have to change the way that I approach hitters. So I think there is something. I think players will adapt to whatever the rules are. And you'll see them make the necessary adjustments.
Abbott crooked numbers in the first two innings, bidding for a 1-2-3 third. It's driven to center. Friedel glides to the gap. In order.
An illegal.
Here we go. 5,
MLB Network, covering baseball isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
You're about to be entertained and amazed. So I just want to show you a few at-bats because it was incredible.
Connecting fans to the game is in our DNA.
Welcome everyone to MLB Tonight, the national pregame show. He added 2 new pitches this year.
In season.
Hello, family.
Off season.
Every day we hand out Cy Young awards.
Every season.
That's how we do it here.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
Want to pitch like Paul Skeens?
Holy smoke. Operative word is smoke.
Or hit like this guy? Learn how to play like the pros from the pros themselves.
The secret ingredient, a whole lot of fun.
Play ball all season long, only on MLB Network.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Trying my best to hold it together, you know, because it can turn around and bite you in a hurry. But yeah, you know, I gotta laugh.
Friday night, P.J. Higgins, position player, strikes out Josh Lowe. Now, normally a major league player will not laugh in this instance because they could be in that exact situation. But when it's your brother, well, that's a little different.
A pretty fun light moment there. Sharing the same major league field. You got to be on the same major league field as your brother, teammates.
I did. I also got an opportunity to work with Nate and Josh down in Orlando in the off season. Talk about competitive. Yeah, their brothers are a little competitive. But it is certainly a wonderful thing to be able to share a major league field with your brother. My brother Stevie. It was great.
Noelvi Marte, base hit and a run scored yesterday. Take strike one from Jose Soriano. And what a contrast. Soriano with just 30 pitches now. Has not yet yielded a hit, has walked one. Yanked that one, picked cleanly by Ohapi. Marte 4 for 25 on the year, all singles. That's lifted down the left field line. Foul ball. Marte has an obvious amount of power, Lark. He's a very capable hitter. What have you seen in him so far?
Yeah, I feel like his best bolt right now is exactly what you just saw. Foul down the left field line. I just feel like he's got a very fast front side, meaning he has the ability to pull the ball all day long. But I feel like his swing is just like that right there. I feel like his swing right now is across the ball as opposed to through the ball. That's why he hits the ball well down the left field line. His hands are kind of out, and it's across. You see that bat head is almost angled to the left field stands. I think it's just an adjustment. It's got to adjust the cross sights or the crosshairs, and so I'm getting a base hit to right field the other day, just kind of out in front and just kind of flip the ball out there. He's got the ability to do it. All the guys have the ability. I just feel like they're just pressing maybe a little right now.
Catcher slash pitcher P.J. Higgins.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
Hitless so far this year, but does have that punch out on the mound. Two and one. Has not had a hit in a big league game in 4 years. Came at the close of 2022 in this ballpark when he was a Cub. By the way, it's Cubs-Pirates today. Pirates have a 1-0 lead on an O'Neill Cruz homer, who's been red hot. His success has continued beyond the series here in Cincinnati. Reaching swing, strike 3. Pirates and Reds hold the top 2 spots in the National League Central by themselves for the first time since late August of 2012. It's been that long since Reds Pirates 1-2 in division. 3 straight strikeouts for Soriano, now second time through. Friedel worked a full count, softly grounded out to first base his first time. Aggressive overplay for Friedel to pull outside of Peraza, who's on the grass at third. Fastball strike. Foul tip, strike 3. 4 consecutive strikeouts by Jose Soriano.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It's important to get out,
volunteer, and make a difference in your community.
Volunteer and leave something behind.
Together, we can make a difference. Together.
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 From your favorite team
The Phillies walked it off.
to the league's biggest stars,
Jaw-dropping stuff from Bobby Witt Jr.
Hey, I know that guy. Great player.
stay in the know all season long on Play Ball, only on MLB Network.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Papa John's.
National League getting the better of the American League early this year. 9 in the National League have a winning mark, only 3 in the AL. National League Central, 4 teams with a winning record. Only the Cubs a losing ledger. First pitch, Peraza, left field. Steer keeps going back. That's going to carry. That is gone. Second of the season for Peraza in his first action of the series. Reds down 6. That's where the wind is gusting to true left.
Yeah, it's a changeup just up in the zone, and Peraza didn't hit it particularly hard, although it's 102 off the bat. So he did get it. But no chance with that wind to stay in the ballpark. We mentioned it. We saw in that Friday night game a lot of balls hit to the wall. They're not staying today.
Elevated miss to Teodosio, who has struck out. The lone K for Abbott so far today. Entering today, the National League has been beating the American League head-to-head a lot too. 54 wins against 38 losses. That's a .587 win percentage. To give better grounded perspective to that, you play at that win percentage over a full season, you win 95 games.
Wow. I'll take that.
Downstairs. It is just not Abbott's day. The 6 earned runs allowed today have tied a career high. He's only given up more total runs once. That was 7 runs, 6 earned in later August last year in Arizona. And here comes Terry Francona. Kyle Nicholas started warming last inning. Looks like he's still up, and Tito makes the move. So Abbott gets yanked before that third time through. We have a pitching change. Reds needing runs. They also need some innings. Down 6-0.
Look at this guy.
Want to pitch like Paul Skeens?
Holy smoke. Operative word is smoke.
Or hit like this guy? Learn how to play like the pros from the pros themselves.
The secret ingredient, a whole lot of fun.
Play ball all season long, only on MLB Network.
It's time for Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to flex their superpowers, and they could earn a trip to the national finals at the 2025 World Series presented by Capital One. So go ahead, be the one who powers their dreams, and sign up to host a local Pitch, Hit, and Run event. It's a free and fun way to promote baseball, softball, and your organization. To learn more, go to pitchhitrun.com.
Here we go. 5, 4.
At MLB Network, covering baseball isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
You're about to be entertained and amazed. So I just want to show you a few at-bats, because it was incredible.
Connecting fans to the game is in our DNA.
Welcome, everyone, to MLB Tonight, the national pregame show. He added 2 new pitches this year.
In season.
Hello, family.
Off season.
Every day we hand out Cy Young awards.
Every season.
That's how we do it here.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
Cincinnati Reds baseball is presented by the Ohio Department of Transportation. Buckle up. And by UC Health. Expect more at uchealth.com. A rough go for Andrew Abbott. Has tied his career high in earned runs allowed. He is responsible for Bryce Teodosio, a threat to run at first. Kyle Nicholas is in, second time as a Red. Top of the order, runner goes, pitch elevated, miss, throw down, in time, got him. Now Teodosio says challenge. Caught stealing 2-4. They are going to challenge.
Call on the field is safe at second base. Los Angeles is challenged.
A really good throw by P.J. Higgins, and what makes it good is on the first base side of second base. Matt McClain can just drop that glove right now. Ooh, it looks like he may have gotten that arm in there, that hand in there before the tag.
He's one of the faster men in the majors. That's in slow motion. Bang, bang.
Yeah.
And Nicholas had a rough introduction as a Red against the same pocket of the lineup 2 nights ago. And I think it was smart to just go on first pitch, right? He's going to be so focused on throwing strikes. Skyline Chili called to the bullpen. Got 2 outs on 29 pitches. He was greeted in that game by a Neto hit, walked Trout with the bases loaded, struck out Shawnuel, and then surrendered a grand slam to Jorge Soler. Today, Shawnuel is deeper in the order, but
After review, the call on the field is overturned. Runner safe. Los Angeles retains their challenge.
The others are the same, so stolen base by Teodosio. Now he's in scoring position. Neto has walked and scored. That's when he rallied from 0-2 to work the walk in the second. He's also flying to right. And Nicholas has great stuff. He's got very live arm. Reds brought him in from Pittsburgh. Oscar Marine, now bullpen coach for the Reds, was his pitching coach with the Pirates. Three and 0. And a 4-pitch walk. Now 2 aboard for Trout, who's got 2 hits today. A ribby doubled his last time. He's also scored. Ball 1. With the 2 walks this inning, 3 on the day issued by Reds pitching, the Angels have now drawn 20 walks on the series. This is game 3. And it's 3-0 again. Has not yet delivered a strike. Back-to-back walks to load the bases. Derek Johnson now. A pain for Nicholas in the spot like this. He clearly just does not have that feel to finish in the zone right now, and the Reds are leaning on him to more than give them this inning. They probably won multiple innings.
Yeah, they're going to need some length out of him. Yeah, for sure. Don't expect to see anybody up in the pin. He's going to have to go out there and figure it out real quickly. And I'm sure that's part of the message from DJ.
Saving grace is the off day tomorrow, but there's going to have to be some guys pitch today that normally wouldn't pitch down by 6 runs.
That's a good point, Jim. Giants come to town Tuesday. Joe Adell, 2 hits today, has come around to score. Infield modified shallow. Another miss. 9 straight out of the zone. First strike for Nicholas, who has added incentive. I mean, the obvious, you don't want to walk in a run, but on deck is the man who crushed a grand slam against Nicholas in his Reds debut Friday. Chopped to short, backhanded by De La Cruz, flipped to third. They get the force. Angels get a run. Teodosio scores, but a very nice play by Ellie De La Cruz.
That is a great play by Ellie De La Cruz, and I see him shaking his hand. Looks like maybe he tumbled on top of his hand. This is the only play he has. That's just a smart, great play.
Bang Bang Force retires Neto, RBI fielder's choice. 2 on for Soler. who crushed a line drive out to left his first time, hit into the rare sac fly double play his last time. Run scored in between, and the moving runner trying to tag was erased. Swing and a miss. Soler has also shown all series to continue to be a free swinger. He's got power, but he is in swing mode often. One and two. So now with the count in his favor, if there's any one hitter in this Angels order you do not groove a pitch to, that you can be around the zone, it's this hitter. One, two. Lifted foul, longer look by Stewart. Had to catch himself there. Just short of that jut out against the side wall. Also looked like he got his hand up into the netting and against the top of it. One, two again. Soler calmly takes. Fouled at the plate. The Reds have a lefty up. It is Brock Burke, who has given the Reds length in multiple outings. He's been pitching great. He and Pierce Johnson have really turned it on last week. Full count. Fly center field. Friedel's got it. Trout shows tag and then jogs back. So two down. I would think there's a decent chance this is Nicholas's last hitter. Vaughn Grissom, base hit on the infield, is scored. He's also grounded out to short. The lone lefty in the lineup, Shawnowell, is on deck. If you're getting Burke up during the inning, 2 outs. If Grissom reaches, I'd imagine Francona calls for Burke. Almost hit him. Whistles to the backstop. Both men advance on a wild pitch. Above his duck down head. Sail to center, Friedel. Another 2 spot for the Halos. They chase Abbott.
Why go on Roe? Because 1 in 4 guys.
1 in 4 guys.
1 in 4 guys experience ED. On Roe, ED feels like no big deal. Connect with a provider to find treatment that could be right for you. 100% online.
Roe designed or curated treatments to make ED feel less stressful. There are options to fit every need, like fast-acting dissolvables or daily gummies. If 1 in 4 guys deal with ED,
then 1 in 4 guys should go on Roe.
Guys, connect with a provider at roe.co to see if you qualify.
What if feeding your dog fresh whole foods was easy? At Sundays for Dogs, we start with all natural, human-grade ingredients. Then we air dry the food into shelf-stable pieces. Frozen dog food is a costly hassle, but with Sundays, you can give your dog the nutrition they need without waste, prep, or mess. Your dog's food can be healthy and simple. Get 50% off your first order at sundaysfordogs.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Elk and Elk injury update for today. Right side of the screen, that is Nick Lodolo. Earlier today, threw again off of the mound, trying to come back from the blister issue. They will regroup with the off day tomorrow and decide whether they want one more bullpen session or it's possible he will face live hitters on Wednesday. And that would be a major step in the right direction. And yes, indeed, he is always manicuring.
Well, thank you, Jim. Hopefully sooner than later for the return of Lodolo. Matt McLean leads it off. Knuckle curve spun in for a strike. McLean worked a full count, fly to right his first time. Reds do not yet have a hit. But while we were away, home run hitter Oswald Peraza nearly got trucked. Redzilla, pay attention at all times. It's a monster out there. Don't you look both ways before crossing the street? Fouled back by McLean. Any near misses for you? Were they still using the bullpen car early in your career? Was that a thing?
No, they were done with that by the time I got there. No near misses. Just Shotsy leaving deposits out on the field here and there.
On the turf on a steaming day. Ground ball skips, base hit. The first base knock for the Reds off the bat of Matt McLean, leading off the fourth.
It's a good start, but a long way to go. One of the few hanging breaking balls. Knuckle curve. Good job of hitting by Matt.
So that spoils a no bid here. Ellie De La Cruz has softly lined to short. Great play by Neto first time. There is a no-hitter in progress in Detroit. Tarek Skubal, 1 out away from getting out of the 6th, has not allowed a hit to Miami. Sandy Alcantara has given up 4 runs in that game. It's 4-0 Tigers. Swung through the splitter. Oddly enough, Ellie De La Cruz has been hitting for a higher average and more power right-handed than left-handed early this year. He's got 4 homers, 3 have come batting right-handed, which is a great sign. He had 5 bombs right-handed all of last year. He's got 3 on April 12th. But you also know it's a matter of time until that left-handed swing starts to clear the fence. That's where the natural power resides. Well, he was robbed by Neto. He also made a nice play, getting the out of the fielder's choice of Joe Adell. Reds were in a bind in the top of the inning. Call the ball. Saw him often in spring training go the other way. Angels overplay for him to pull significantly. De La Cruz asks for time with some heavy winds. I mean, the flags are flying right to left right now. Even rippling the pants of Soriano on the mound. Struck him out. Guy's got gas.
He threw that fastball. That was 99.5. 99.4 miles an hour on that heater. That's pitching with conviction. If you're going to go in there, go in there. And he did.
His velocity's up a bit today. Sal Stewart is flying to right. Pickoff throw. He's also delivered what's tied as the fastest pitch in the majors this year. He's one of 3 to hit 101 and change. Bubba Chandler, who the Reds face, the highly esteemed prospect with the Pirates, also did that this year. Stewart to center. Trout fading back. Makes the play. And Mike Trout's an outstanding athlete, but he also gets really good reads.
He does.
You like the idea, though, of Sal ambushing a first pitch there?
The contact was great. It was 104 off the bat. It was a split, but he hit it hard. He squared it up. Can't ever tell a hitter, in my opinion, that you have to take. You can't swing at, especially when you have 104 off the bat. No, you see what, as an athlete, you see what you see. And you approach it. Maybe you see it great, and that maybe it's the best pitch you're going to see that at bat. If you hit it at 104 and you take a good swing at it, it just is what it is.
A Cowboy popped in between innings to ask your impressions of some of the takes on first pitches.
Swing early.
Eugenio Suarez is grounded out to third. Way outside. Hoppy has handled just a couple of pitches that have missed like that pretty well. Now 3-0 for Suarez. You're trying to chip away down 7. Low on deck. Strike 1.
Just like that right there with Gino Suarez. That is not an automatic take for me, being down 7-0 with this guy on the mound.
Appeal. He did not go. That's the second walk drawn by the Reds. That puts 2 on for Lowe.
Nate Lowe. Nate Lowe's been around. He sees there's no see a pitch, see a strike right here. One swing in the bat. It's a 7-3 ball game.
The only Reds hit with men in scoring position yesterday was that bases loaded 3-run double from Lowe. This is the Reds' first chance today. He walked his first time. 0-1. Outfield plays him deep. Hard foul. Nice catch. Just a couple of rows into that mid-deck on the fly. Right in front of the kids. Strike three. Half dozen strikeouts for Jose Soriano. Red strand two.
This new guys, stop what you're doing and head over to Fabletics, because right now everything is 80% off, including shirts, tees, polos, and shorts, pants, joggers. Perfect for the gym, office, or golf. Get 80% off everything right now when you sign up as a new VIP, only at Fabletics.com.
Finished my chores. Ready for my allowance.
Greenlight is way better than how I got paid for chores.
Mowing all those lawns really paid off.
That was not radical.
Bring your family into the financial future.
Helping pets in need is now as easy as slipping into a pair of Skechers. With hands-free Skechers Bob Sports slip-ins, this year, Skechers will donate over $600,000, and they donated over $13 million and helped over 2 million pets. Hands-free Bob Sports slip-ins from Skechers.
Hey, I'm at the game. And we should always use Game Time for tickets. They're dropping cool features like zone deals and price drop alerts so we can go to more games and shows. Finally, a ticketing app that actually gives a download the app today.
Adding throwing creatine has definitely helped me with how I perform on the court. I feel like I have a lot of endurance throughout the 82-game season, and I'm making those split-second decisions with a clear mind and a clear vision. It seems like the game slows down with throwing.
This is Fubo. It's a better way to watch Fox, FS1, and other top sports networks. Plus, get coverage of your local teams all season long. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
Brandon Phillips, Aaron Harang, Reggie Sanders, Lou Piniella selected as the Reds Hall of Fame class of 26. They'll be honored on field Saturday, April 25th, part of the Hall of Fame induction celebration presented by PNC. Get tickets, reds.com/tickets. Early turn by Nolan Shawnowell. So while Brock Burke had warmed last inning, Kyle Nicholas begins the frame. Nobody is up in the Reds pen right now. Shawnowell, 2-run hit. He is grounded out. And he rips this ball to right field. A leadoff man on for the Angels. Nicholas was out of the zone. His first 9 pitches. O'Hoppe, RBI hit, his line to center. Nice pick by Higgins. Look out. There have been a couple of misses high and tight to right-handed hitters. Three and 0. Looks like Burke is up and warming again. And a walk. So So back-to-back batters reach at the start of the inning. Peraza, first pitch, homered his last time. He's also popped to second. Got to let the games play out. Coming off of the 23 Rally Red season, I think many had forecasted, myself as well, that the strength of the 24 Reds would be their offense, their ability to come back. There'd be some question marks with pitching. Instead, pitching became the bedrock for the next couple of years. Entering this year, you expect, and I still think it will be the case, got injuries to the top 2 Red starters. This is a big part of it. That pitching would be the strength. Popped up. Stewart in foul ground. But there's been a run now of an entire turn of the rotation, where as a group the starters have not fared very well. It's a long season. You need that to play out over a long span of time. But
I'm going to tell you that all the confidence in the world in those starting pitchers. But I tell you this, when your offense clicks, your pitching feels less pressure. Not that they feel like they have to go out there and throw zeros every time, which they have the ability to do. But this team has struggled offensively. And the pitchers take on some of the responsibility of not allowing those runs, so therefore trying a little bit more. It all kind of works hand in hand.
Teodosio, his walk, stolen a bag, scored a run. Now you can feel that connectedness of each side helping the other, and struggles can create strain on the other side. Yeah, this Angels club is a good example. Outside of Soriano, their rotation has been dreadful. The other starters have a 6 and change ERA. Their offense, homers aside, had been somewhat wanting. This is sent to routine right. Marte shaping up. 2 down. And then they have exploded this series. They put 10 on the board, a season high, game 1. They've been cruising here today with 7 and counting. And for the Reds, you know that's going to come. They've had a decent number of games. Today's an outlier where they've had men on base, but an inability to get them home. Neto has been on twice, couple of walks, has scored a run. He's also flying to right. Well wide. In the air, right center. Friedel. First 2 reach, and they are stranded. Let's go down to Jim Day. Time for a daybreak.
John, thank you very much. We highlighted Spencer Steer in the open about his defensive versatility, which includes being a Gold Glove finalist at first base last season. Now, that's a position where we've seen many a conversation over the years, especially with Joey Votto manning that position for so many years. He talked to anyone and everyone. Steer a bit more reserved, but one exchange stands out above all others, and it involves a guy on the field today, the great Mike Trout.
A conversation with Mike Trout during a pitching change, and he's obviously been dominant at the sport for a very long time. And he was talking about how hard and tough pitching has gotten in the last couple of years, and how it's specifically gotten a lot harder for him. And that made me feel better, knowing that a guy like that has the game sped up so much that he's still having to adjust in, year whatever it is for him. Kind of gave me a little peace of mind that a guy like that is even feeling the feeling the game speed up. So that was a cool conversation.
All about perspective, right? Obviously that guy has struggled less than others, but the mental part of the game, anything you can latch onto, you do. And that's a conversation that he will not forget.
And pretty cool for a young man who grew up an Angels fan to interact with the face of the franchise and hear that his boyhood hero is having some of the same troubles that the rest of the sport is. It's just plain harder to hit the stuff than ever.
Yeah, the pitchers definitely are throwing harder. They've got better stuff. And I'm going to tell you what, Mike Trout has been magnificent over his career. But when, as a player, you have an opportunity to stand beside a guy like at the All-Star game and pick his brain and tell you that he struggles with the same things that you struggle with, it inspires you to go out there and continue to do what you're doing. Because listen, we fail so much in this game of baseball, and when the best in the game are telling you or reconfirming that they feel the same failures that or going through the same failures that you're going through, it doesn't make them necessarily failures. It makes them learning experiences.
Spencer Steer has struck out so far today, strike one. And it also speaks to the brotherhood that you guys all have as players.
That's right. Everybody's going through the same thing.
Soriano tossing a one-hitter, getting a ton of support, and also sitting for longer stretches. Now, he's been cruising, but this inning is somewhat significant for him. He's trying to become the first Angels pitcher to go 4-0 in his first 4 starts since Jared Weaver. 2011, he won his first 6. Wound up the runner-up for the Cy Young that year to Justin Verlander. And Weaver was an all-star 3 straight years. Arguably his best campaign. He finished 3rd in the Cy Young vote, but got MVP votes the next year, 2012. He was 20-5 with a 2.81. The Angels in the early 2000s, they were a top 5 draw in the sport. As their on-field success sloughed off some, so did the attendance, but they still remained about middle of the pack. Perfect weather just about every day can help with that. 2-2. The clouds have covered up the some bit here. Two. Swung through, strike 3. 7 strikeouts for Soriano.
Mentioned that heater and the sinker. That's a sinker. 2 strikes on the hitter. He starts it at the bottom of the zone. Can't take it. Just a great pitch.
Noelvi Marte struck out his first time. The Reds also saw sinker man Jack Kohanowitz in Friday's opener, who went 7 strong, got 11 groundouts in that game. That was a game the Reds showed more signs of what they've been on the bulk of their year. Very aggressive early in counts. Today feels like a day caught in between.
The opposing pitcher has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, it's a credit to what Soriano is doing.
100%.
These last few days, the biggest run that Marte has had to play. Check swing roller, Neto. 2 down. Report now from Miami Valley Gaming.
Get ready to get lucky at MVG. With over 2,200 of the best gaming machines, we got you covered.
Nothing.
No Saturday Night Fever finger pump.
Just nothing.
Gave a raspberry, I think. Strike one on P.J. Higgins, who has struck out. Shoulder shrug from Joel Lucca. Not feeling it today. And that is sent to left field, base hit. First big league base knock for P.J. Higgins in 4 years. He's a 2-out runner.
Out in front on a knuckle curveball. Nice to see Higgy on the board. He and Ohtani, pitchers and hitters.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
Two-way stars. Ball one to T.J. Friedel, who has grounded out, struck out. Now it's third time through. Can the Reds shake things up here against Soriano? One and one. Like any pitcher, pretty much all of them, market change that third time through for Soriano lifetime. A lot more contact, a lot more getting on base. Two strikes, Peraza backs up at third. Higgins goes. Called strike three.
Cooking a dinner my whole family can enjoy is a piece of chaos. The requests these kids make are really something.
Dad, can I get some strawberries and ketchup?
Home Chef's new family menu has been a lifesaver. With Home Chef's easy 4-serving meals, we get dinner done quicker.
I have to finish my masterpiece.
Do I even want to know?
Home Chef's family menu. The parents who get it, get Home Chef. Get 18 free meals at homechef.com.
Your glasses can change the way you see the world. They can be easygoing, bookish, or simply striking. Find your perfect pair at Warby Parker. Or maybe your perspective is elevated, well-rounded, sleek, and crystal clear. Find your perfect pair at Warby Parker, starting at $95, including prescription lenses.
Hey, have you heard about this prediction market, Kalshi?
Yeah, lets you trade on anything from sports to culture.
What about UFO sightings?
Yeah, that too. Why? Can't just leave him like that.
9-iron.
Be at Great American Ballpark Wednesday when the Reds honor the legacy of Jackie Robinson with a commemorative patch for fans in attendance while supplies last, thanks to Network for Hope. Visit reds.com/tickets. Brock Burke is in, facing Mike Trout. Our FanDuel pitching change. Trout aboard 3 times, 2 hits, a walk. He has an RBI double. Drives this ball to right center. Marte. 1 down. So sometimes you got plans, right? Well, our camera crew has had eyes in the stands. It looks like this couple is together. A gentleman who wanted to watch a ball game and a woman whose sandals were made for walking. And she's been getting steps in the entire game. That is a level of dedication. I'm not sure if there's a pedometer that counts that as steps.
Watch, Will. I've done it. She's got one on.
So you do it in place at times,
You
Jim?
can.
Yeah. Joe Adell 3 hits today. How far do you think it would calculate? Does it add it up? Like, would it estimate distance traveled without moving on the GPS?
Well, you've got to, yeah. I know at least the older watches do. You've got to definitely have the arm swing going.
Fouled away. And you really got to be feeling it because obviously they're in that last row up against the fencing. Now that wind is
I'm a little worried
whipping up
about the
there.
wind at this moment, if you know what I mean.
They could catch a hold. Swing and a miss.
She's got it all together, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's dedication. I'm impressed.
Got that grab with the right hand. And is he scoring the game alongside? There's very few with them right at the very top row.
Now,
Driven dedication.
If he's scoring the game and she's getting her steps in, I mean, that is the dream couple. Because I envy anyone that scores the game still. And envy even more someone that dedicated to getting steps in. Heck yes.
A common turn of phrase. Couples that divide and conquer. This is one that stays together no matter what. We're going to power through. I'm going to get my texts in, check in on my emails, and you get those steps.
Sort of like doing a broadcast down 7-0. You know what I mean? You got to find ways to trudge through.
Well, it's been a common theme. There's been a lot of walks on the series, and there's been one that's never ending in the stands. Sky to left. Steer. Makes me think of when you would get steps on. Did you ever see the old, remember the power pad for Nintendo? You'd actually plug it into the system and you could play like track and field or.
With the power pad, you would be actually stepping on it?
Yeah.
No, I did not. I've not seen that.
Pitch down to Jorge Soler. 3 outs in the air today. Joel remembers the power pad. Way better than the power glove, which was great marketing in the movie The Wizard and a terrible piece of technology that did not work. The power pad was fun, but you'd always have the friend that would cheat at the sleepover. And yeah, Joel knows. He'd use his hands on the pad instead of actually running on the pad. Totally against the spirit of the pad. The spirit of the pad lives on. And our friend who's in the top row getting her steps. Big rip and a foul strike. A rough day for the Reds, getting 2 hit. Roll to De La Cruz. All you can do, put 1 foot in front of the other. Bono said, walk on. We all will.
This is the MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Reds, the official source for Cincinnati Reds gear. A lot of swag in the stands here today. Only a couple of hits on the board for the Reds. Matt McLean got the first of them. First pitch popped foul. Shonawell one down. Well, base is empty for Ellie De La Cruz, who was robbed on broken bat contact by Neto. He has since struck out. Series opener was not one to write home about. De La Cruz delivered a homer in the final inning. Some window dressing in that loss. What has stood out the most about Soriano?
Yeah, just working ahead. Obviously the power, throwing all of his pitches for strikes. Just in control.
Ground ball out, handled by Shonawell.
There's repertoire. He's relied on all the pitches. He's been ahead in most of the counts. Just a few base hits you mentioned. Only 84 pitches up to this point. He's been pitch efficient and in control.
Sal Stewart retired on one pitch his last time. Lifts this ball to right. Adele. That's a 4-pitch inning.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by Amazon, Saturdays 12:30 Eastern on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts. Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Major League Baseball is back and bigger than ever before.
Pause! I'll take it from here. This is MLB Clubhouse, the YouTube channel where kids run the show, with a spot for every member of your team. Just look at this lineup.
Play ball.
Welcome to MLB Art Club. And this is the dugout. Hey, that's us. Let's see that again. Slide into the home of major fun, MLB Clubhouse. Now on YouTube.
season long.
From checking the steps on the watch to, I think, the text messages on the phone. Getting your steps in can pay off. On Grissom, infield hit, run scored. He's 1 for 3. Sam Maul is up in the Reds pen. Hard ground ball to McLean. Up the line a bit. Stewart with a stretch, 1 down. Shawtwell, a 2-hit day, couple of ribbies. One at one. Time by Shawtwell. Up and in. And a walk. They have piled up dramatically. So Reds pitchers have now surrendered 24 walks on the series. That's their most in a 3-game set since July of 2004 when they walked 25. First for Burt today. It's now 40 total walks in the series. That's the most in any 3-game set in Cincinnati since the Reds and Giants combined for 42 in April of 1970. That was in Crosley Field. Does seem that walks have been up throughout the game a bit early this year. Giants, of course, come to town next. Hung a bit, lifted to left, Steer flying back. That's off the wall. Throw toward third, cut by De La Cruz, standing double by O'Hoppe, second and third.
Change up in the zone, and we've seen that today from many of these Reds pitchers, and the Angels have not missed them today.
So a loud, longer double. Here comes the skipper. Francona asks for the ball. Pitching change. Sam Maul will get the call.
From your favorite team,
The Phillies walked it off.
to the league's biggest stars,
Jaw-dropping stuff from Bobby Witt Jr.
Hey, I know that guy. Great player.
stay in the know all season long on Play Ball, only on MLB Network.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness! What a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it. Back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
It's time for Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to flex their superpowers, and they could earn a trip to the national finals at the 2025 World Series presented by Capital One. So go ahead, be the one who powers their dreams, and sign up to host a local Pitch, Hit, and Run event. It's a free and fun way to promote baseball, softball, and your organization. To learn more, go to pitchhitrun.com.
Sam Maul has been money for the Reds this year. They're down a bunch, second and third, one down, seventh inning. He enters to face Peraza. Strike one.
Now, you might ask the question, how money has he been? 7 hitless relief outings this season. 7.
26 men faced. Infield partially in. In the last few years, he's also been very good with inherited runners. Now, you're down 7 here. It's not the same adrenaline. It's very different for a reliever in this kind of a spot. Rolled up the middle. McLean thought about coming home. Wisely just takes the out. Shawnerwell scores. O'Hoppe to third. That's the first inherited runner that has scored against Maul this year. He had entered stranding 39 of the last 45 going back the last couple of seasons. RBI ground out. Teodosio has walked, stolen a bag, and scored. He's 0 for 2. So the Reds have used both of their lefties. There is no action in the Angels' pen. To McLean again. Angels get a run. Reds down by 8. We stretch and listen in to God Bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand, kindly remove your caps, and face the American flag. Major League Baseball, the Reds, and the Angels salute the men and women of our armed forces, as well as those who serve to protect in our local police and fire departments. At this time, please help us honor these brave men and women and all our veterans of service, and welcome select members of the Fairfield High School Show Choir as they lead us in the singing of God Bless America on behalf of the Purple Monkey Project.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam.
It's time.
Finding the right plumber shouldn't feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. At Thumbtack, we'll help you find the right pro for your project, your home, and your needs. With the help of our AI-powered matching, so you can hire with confidence. Thumbtack, we know homes. Hire the right pro today.
Your glasses can change the way you see the world. They can be easygoing, bookish, or simply striking. Find your perfect pair at Warby Parker. Or maybe your perspective is elevated, well-rounded, sleek, and crystal clear. Find your perfect pair at Warby Parker, starting at $95, including prescription lenses.
These Dawn pants from Fabletics are a hole-in-one for only $19. They have four-way stretch to move with your swing, pockets to hold your scorecard, and tees. Look and play like a pro in the Fabletics Dawn pant for only $19.
Dig into some baseball bites that taste so good. Join Lauren Shahadi as the game's top chefs and baseball stars show off some big league eats that hit a home run with fans. Over the Plate, Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
6 scoreless for Jose Soriano. He has whiffed 8. Our StatCast 3D, Google Cloud.
Oh, he's been pitching ahead in the count. And it's his ability to throw all of his pitches for strikes, a few chases here and there. He's just been dominant today.
He has struck out double-digit men 3 times in the big leagues. That includes last time out against the Braves. That was spread over 8 innings. He's fresh off a 4-pitch inning when he got McLean, De La Cruz, and Stewart. And Eugenio Suarez has grounded out and walked. There is no action in the Angels' pen as Soriano pumps strike 1. And just like that, 0-2. Well, the Reds will have the Giants in town Tuesday. They're off tomorrow. The Angels go right to New York. They start a set against the Yankees tomorrow night. Swing and a miss. Today's Toyota Tundra Home Run Challenge. Carl Martini from Cincinnati wins a brand new built in the USA Tundra if a red hits the Toyota Hit and Win sign. Register for your chance to win at any Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky Toyota dealer. A miss to Nate Lowe, who was walked and struck out. The right-hander now gets up in the Angels' pen. Sam Bachman is warming. 2 strikes on Lowe. Lowe asks for time. Oh, and that got O'Hoppe. Crumples immediately. Athletic trainer out. First-year manager Kurt Suzuki knows what it can be like to be back behind the plate there. And O'Hoppe's in immense pain. Looks like he'll be okay to play on. And with the Reds fan named Martini up for the Tundra home run contest, makes me wonder what's up with Nick Martini, who had one of the great opening day moments for the Reds in recent years. Last we saw him in the bigs, he was a Rocky. He had signed a minor league deal with the A's at last check. Was regarded as one of the funniest guys on the team during his Reds time.
Good clubhouse guy, for sure.
Warm-ups for both Soriano and Ohapi as Lowe can stand back in. Appeal, no go.
Call ball being challenged by the catcher.
Logan Ohapi, the ABS challenge. That is a ball.
It is a ball. Anaheim, Los Angeles has one challenge remaining.
I feel for you, Ben May. I have to remind myself every time. Is it the full Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim or just the LA Angels? I also want to call the Chargers San Diego every time. And ball 4. So add on to the gaudy walk total of the series. Spencer Steer stands in. 3 walks for Soriano, 2 drawn by Lowe. Steer has struck out twice. Oh, at 1. Soriano closing in on 100 pitches. Good pick by Ohapi. Since the start of last year, 33 ground ball double plays induced. That's 9 more than any other hurler. Getting the highest rated ground balls in the game will do that. The Reds have 2 hits, both singles. Struck him out. That's 10 strikeouts. 4th career double-digit K game for Soriano. He's done it in back-to-back nods.
Yeah, knuckle curveball just really tight. Suzuki to the mound. That might be it. You love when you're getting dominated by a pitcher when they go to the bullpen. It's like he's trying to talk himself into staying in the game, and he did.
So it looks like he'll have one more hitter. Noelvi Marte looking over some video. He's the man due to come up. He has struck out, grounded out. Soriano's career high in strikeouts, 12 against the A's in June of last year. He's at 10. Strike one. Oh, and 2.
Not often we look up at that board and see the total amount of pitches thrown is 102nd right there. Normally we don't see triple digits from anyone.
Soriano given that length. Way outside, Ohapi handles. Got to think this is his last hitter. Ground ball, just foul. You talked about some of the best contact being pull foul, and that one just wide of the bag for Marte.
Yep.
Popped foul, Shawnawell, no play. Rolled to short. Neto short way to second. 7 strong from Jose Soriano.
When we started Allegiance, we were shocked to learn how many American flags are actually made overseas.
If there's one thing that deserves to be made here in America, it should start with the American flag.
At Allegiance, we do it differently. Flags 100% made in America, by Americans, with American materials.
Join our pledge to make the American flag truly American.
Visit showallegiance.com to get your high-quality American flag today. That's showallegiance.com.
My paycheck was just deposited into my Greenlight account.
Greenlight is so convenient. You know, we had to use a vacuum tube.
Where is it going?
Bring your family into the financial future.
Hey, I'm at the game. And we should always use Game Time for tickets. They're dropping cool features like zone deals and price drop alerts so we can go to more games and shows. Finally, a ticketing app that actually gives a Download the app today.
Major League Baseball is back and bigger than ever before.
Pause! I'll take it from here. This is MLB Clubhouse, the YouTube channel where kids run the show, with a spot for every member of your team. Just look at this lineup.
Play ball.
Welcome to MLB Art Club. And this is the dugout. Hey, that's us. Let's see that again. Slide into the home of major fun, MLB Clubhouse. Now on YouTube.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Cincinnati Reds and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Cincinnati Reds.
Jose Soriano back-to-back starts with double-digit Ks. Today 10 at the expense of the Reds. Down 8 in the 8th. Sam Maul misses to leadoff man Zach Neto. Will Benson's into the game. He now plays in left field. Sal Stewart has gone from first to third. Spencer Steer from left to first. So Suarez out of the game. Yes, the Reds have had to face an ace a lot. It's just how the schedule has aligned early. But the offense has been quite wanting. How do you repair it? How do you fix it?
Just keep at it. Flush today. Get after it on Tuesday.
Tamed to 2 hits today. Just haven't been threats in this game. Soriano's a big part of it. Miss there for Maul. And while Abbott surely did not have his best day, in fact gave up the most earned runs he ever has in a game, he has still received 1 run of support while he's been on the mound total this season.
Yeah, the offense has been anemic for the most part. You got to keep at it. It's not like these guys forgot how to hit. Just not hitting right now.
Mike Trout aboard 3 times today. A couple of hits and a walk. To third, Stewart backhand. Fire to McLean. They get 1. That's all. This does afford a chance for Stewart to get some big league innings at third base. His natural position in the minors. He got his first major league innings at second yesterday. Was part of a couple of double plays. Adele, 2 hits, a ribby fielder's choice. He has scored. Pokes the first pitch, shallow right. McLean out, Marte in. McLean's got it. So 31 men faced to begin the year for Maul. Has not yet allowed a hit. He's 1 off, matching John Franco for the best run to begin a year since 1961. Jorge Soler. Oh for 3 today with a sac fly that saw 2 outs. Stewart guards the line at third. One and 2. Pickoff gets away from Steer. Trout takes second. E1 on Hall.
It's like that ball may have had a little cut on it.
Runs in. So Soler walks. Second on the inning and outing for Mall. 2 on for Grissom. Infield hit, a run scored. He's 1 for 4. Reds have been held to 3 runs or less 10 times in their first 15 games. They've only been shut out once entering today. That was opening day by Boston. Bounced up the middle behind the back. Sam Mall. Pretty play.
Catcher's interference, maybe.
It looks like an award of first. Did it clip the glove? Yeah, immediate point at home plate by Ben May. Yep, that's going to be an E2 on Higgins. It negates the play by Mall. Now they're loaded for Shotwell. Nearly hit him. And we saw one pitch get 2 challenges. Red Sox Cardinals this weekend. Hit by pitch was challenged by Boston. They were right. Immediate challenge by Marmol and the Cardinals calling for catcher's interference. They were right. So it went from hitter take your base to be back at the plate to take your base E2. And here this catcher's interference extends this inning. Not sure I'd ever seen 2 challenges on 1 play before. 2-1. Three and 1. And a walk. It's 9-0. Walks issued by the Reds, a huge story this series. It's the 4th time Shotwell has reached today. Hoppy. 2 hits, a walk. He is lined to center. Does have a double and an RBI. Spun in by Mall for a strike. Got him looking. They leave him loaded, but they add on another run. 9-0 Angels.
And the blue moon.
All right, locked in for this meeting. Total focus. Double booked? All good. Otter AI gives meeting notes and insights, even on meetings I can't attend. Dang it, I picked the boring one.
Otter, the AI meeting agent.
What if you could have shades like these for a fraction of big brand prices? With Shavy Rays, you can. We're an independent company, so we do things differently. We offer high-quality polarized shades for a reasonable price. And we personally replace shades that get lost or broken. So far, we've racked up over 300,000 5-star reviews. I founded Shavy Rays so that we could have sunglasses that stand up to whatever life throws at us. Order now and get 20% off site-wide at shavyrays.com.
Taxes withheld, added benefits, just gotta pay myself. Nice. Hi. I'm you, with more gusto. You look so relaxed. Things have been great. My hair's growing back. Yeah. Team's taking a new flow. Team? It's just me. Nope. We hired our first employee. Correction. Team of 4. Correction. Team of 7. It's beautiful. Grow your business with gusto.
Want to pitch like Paul Skeens?
Holy smoke. Operative word is smoke.
Or hit like this guy? Learn how to play like the pros from the pros themselves.
The secret ingredient, a whole lot of fun.
Play ball all season long, only on MLB Network.
Cincinnati Reds baseball is presented by the Christ Hospital Health Network. If it's surgery, it's at Christ, the Christ Hospital Health Network. And by your Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky Honda dealers. For one of car and driver's best, check out the 2026 Honda CR-V. Now, Mike Trout is out of the game. Enter Josh Lowe, brother of the Reds' Nate Lowe, now batting second. They sent Teodosio from left to center. New man on the mound is Sam Bachman.
Unless the Reds score a couple of runs here, I think we're trending towards a position player pitching top of the ninth.
Think it would be Higgins or someone else?
Well, the thing that's a giveaway is Tyler Stevenson's putting his catcher's gear on, so that would lead me to believe it will be him.
Do it twice in one series.
Not a good sign.
No. I mean, Trevino did it, what, like 4 times last year, but I can't recall the last time one guy did it twice in a set. Grounded up the middle. Backhanded by Grissom. One away. Well, there he is with the gear on. So indeed a bit of a tell. Top of the order in TJ Friedel, who has struck out twice. He's 0 for 3. Check swing appeal. He did not go. Bachman home. And a walk. So Friedel reaches. That's 4 walks drawn by the Reds today. He's a man aboard for Matt McLean. It's the Reds, Braves, and Marlins, the only clubs that have had an extra base hit in every game this year. None yet for the Reds. McLean's single was the first of their 2 base hits, both singles, that came back in the 4th. Connor Phillips is up in the Reds bullpen. McLean's down 0-2. Bachman, born in Indianapolis, grew up in Fishers, Indiana. Pitched his college baseball at nearby Miami, Ohio. Zips a sinker away. Became a starter for the Red Hawks in his freshman year. He was a first-round pick, 9th overall in 2021. And Miami made major noise on the hardwood this year, led by the former Xavier head coach Travis Steele. And the longest undefeated in college basketball. Got a win in the NCAA tournament. Clean swings and misses.
They win like 20 some odd games
total.
No, their streak.
It was at least 28-0. Ellie De La Cruz is 0 for 3 today. 31-0.
31. Wow.
Runner goes. Defensive indifference. Strike one. Reds have only been shut out once this year. That was opening day by Boston. Way in. This is the Reds' second chance with a man in scoring position all game. They're 0 for 1 so far. Lands the slider for a strike. Time for De La Cruz. He's employed his timeout, I think, in every AB today. Reds are trying to do something to disrupt Soriano's timing. That never happened. Chopped to second. Backhand, lost the ball. Friedel was stalled at third. So De La Cruz reaches, scored a hit.
Really no chance for Grissom to catch that ball and throw De La Cruz out at first base. I'm assuming at some point he thought the same.
Sal Stewart. Ellie De La Cruz now on base in 13 straight, 16 of his 17. Stewart's 0 for so far, a couple of one-pitch outs. Will Benson, who had come on defensively, is on deck for what would be his first plate appearance of the game. Can Stewart extend the inning? Soft poke center field. Teodosio started angled, now races in. It falls. Friedel scores. Little bloop for Stewart. The Reds will not be shut out today. De La Cruz takes third. Cincinnati's on the board. It's 9-1.
Whatever it takes. Sal Stewart getting it done. You put the ball in play, good things happen.
On this Masters Sunday, Stewart dropping to a knee. This looks like he's willing that wedge into the hole.
Good short game right there.
So Stewart gets the base hit with a man in scoring position. Veteran pitching coach Mike Maddox on the mound. Will Benson about to stand in for the first time today. Well, the Reds have a run. They're still without an extra base hit so far. Benson at $179. He's 5 for 28. Has struck out 10 times. His last hit was 6 days ago in Miami, but in his defense, limited at bats since then, too. 2-0. Takes his walk, load him up. Second walk of the outing and inning for Balkman. That's now 45 walks on the series combined. This is a big AB. Lowe has walked twice, struck out once. In order to pitch a position player, it's got to be an 8-run game. That's why Connor Phillips is up. Reds get a run here. They cannot pitch P.J. Higgins. Not allowed by rule. Angels have a right-hander up in their pen. Buzzed him. Connects for a strike. Three straight Reds have reached with 2 outs. 2-2. On anything in between, you've got to think Lowe would challenge if it's a take on a borderline pitch called a strike. Fouled off Lowe. De La Cruz, Stewart, and Benson lead. That gets away. Ricochet off the umpire. De La Cruz scores. Stewart around third. Angels just get to the ball. Throw to the plate is offline. Now Benson breaks for third. The Reds get 2 on an odd pinball ricochet. It's a 9-3 game, and Benson is 90 feet away. I'm not sure I've ever seen that.
Yeah, that pitch looked like it got away and maybe off the mask of Ben May. Yes, indeed. Thank goodness it did not hit him square.
Reds athletic trainer Tomas Vera is out to check on May. Crew chief and first base umpire Dan Isonia initiated a longer conversation with the umpire. Glove popped off on that cover. Any contact to the head or neck area, such a greater and deserved awareness of head trauma and concussion. And there was a run early last year when I think an umpire in a Reds game 3 times in the first few weeks got removed from the game due to some concussion protocol, but you could see May immediately told his fellow umpires he was fine. Seemed to tell O'Hoppe that. Now, for now scored as a wild pitch. I would imagine there's also an error on the play that at least allowed Benson to take third. It took them a while to recover the wild pitch, but Benson seemingly was holding until that throw got away on the contact of the plate. There have been some big wild pitches late for the Angels. Big lead for Benson, and a step off by Bachman. The Reds were shut out through 7. They have played in 3 here in the 8th. Can Lowe add on? Works a walk, and he continues. 4 consecutive Reds have reached with 2 outs. It's the 3rd walk of the inning for Bachman. And it looks like that'll be end of the road. Suzuki makes the move. He's had a right-hander up. A pitching change for the Angels. Reds on the board and continue to threaten. Steer at the plate when we're back.
From your favorite team, the Phillies walked it off, to the league's biggest stars.
Jaw-dropping stuff from Bobby Witt Jr.
Hey, I know that guy. Great player.
Stay in the know all season long on Play Ball, only on MLB Network.
Did he do it?
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it. Back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field. It's important to get out,
volunteer, and make a difference in your community.
Volunteer and leave something behind.
Together, we can make a difference.
Together. Together.
Together.
Folks.
9-3. Reds have rallied some here in the 8th. All 3 runs on the inning. Friedel walked and scored during this inning. Angels made a roster move earlier today. They demoted George Clausen, who struggled in his 2nd major league start yesterday, and called up Nick Sandlin, longtime Cleveland man who spent last year with Toronto.
Not a high velocity guy, but a guy that pitches to contact.
8th Reds hitter of the inning is Spencer Steer. 1st and 3rd, 2 down, 3 runs in. Steer has struck out 3 times today. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Reds have 2 soft singles on the inning. Way wide. They have worked 3 more walks this inning. So the 2 teams have combined for 46 walks on the series. That's the most in a 3-game set for the Reds ever. But it's not the most in a 3-game series this year by other teams. Houston and the A's combined for 48 walks. We've seen a bit of a spike in free passes to begin this year. Two and two. Walking lead for Benson. Full count. The only red in the lineup right now that is not hit on the inning, Noel V. Marte, waits on deck. Lowe takes a giant lead. He goes. Steer swings, skies it to left. Lowe with the shades on. Reds get 3.
Want to pitch like Paul Skeens?
Holy smoke. Operative word is smoke.
Or hit like this guy? Learn how to play like the pros from the pros themselves.
The secret ingredient, a whole lot of fun.
Play ball all season long, only on MLB Network.
Major League Baseball is back and bigger than ever before.
Pause. I'll take it from here. This is MLB Clubhouse, the YouTube channel where kids run the show, with a spot for every member of your team. Just look at this lineup.
Play ball.
Welcome to MLB Art Club. And this is the dugout. Hey, that's us. Let's see that again. Slide into the home of Major Fun, MLB Clubhouse. Now on YouTube.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness! What a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it. Back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Our Toyota game summary, pretty simple. Lark, decidedly different starts today.
Yeah, Jose Soriano was really good. Andrew Abbott not into form like we normally do see. Once again, a lot of walks issued by both sides.
Connor Phillips is in. First pitch to Peraza, pumps a strike. Jim Day saw Tyler Stevenson putting the gear on. But by rule, the margin has to be 8. Line to center in order for a position player to pitch. And I think the plan was, had the Reds not rallied there, have Higgins pitch, Stevenson catch. But now it's a 6-run game. You're not allowed to pitch a position player.
That was certainly the case. Higgins, in fact, had his position glove on and went underneath and threw a couple tosses in the cage. So they were all ready for it, but the Reds scored those runs.
Now Teodosio, who has walked, stolen a bag, and scored. He's 0 for 3. Some housekeeping, by the way. The errant pickoff in the 8th that was charged E1 to Maul changed to E3. Oh, and 2. So in a game that saw the Reds down big early, they've had to use out of the bullpen. Nicholas sopped up the first 2 innings. Burke and Maul each got 4 and 5 outs, and now Phillips. Count goes full. Time for Teodosio. Looking. Top of the order, Neto. 3 walks today, has also scored. He's 0 for 2. Oh, 2. It's gone final in Baltimore. Giants lost 6-2. The Giants will be 6-10 when that series starts Tuesday. Sent softly to second on a bounce. McLean got it. A 1-2-3 inning for Connor Phillips.
America.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by Amazon. Saturdays 12:30 Eastern on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer. MLB Big Inning. All season. Presented by CarShield.
The Ohio Lottery postgame concert series is back, featuring John Party, Marshmello, Rick Ross, and Ludacris. Plus, upgrade your tickets for an up-close view with a field pass. For tickets and more information, visit reds.com/concerts. Reds trail it 9-3, 9th inning. Noelvi Marte leads off. Dane Myers is on deck to pinch hit for TJ Friedel. There is strike one. Oh, excuse me, for Higgins. I was right on PJ. Marte's put the ball on the ground twice and struck out once. He's 0 for 3. He is off to a rough start. Big swing, 2-2. Rolled to third, under the glove, might have nicked Peraza's mid. E5.
A little bit out in front, top spin. Peraza just kind of playing that off the side. Plenty of time to get in front of that ball. Step through it.
So Myers stands in. Marte held on here. Myers hitting .263. He's 5 for 19. All singles, does have an RBI. That lone RBI came in the rubber match opening series, a walk-off winner against the Red Sox. Set up the middle base hit. Late life for the Reds, 2 on.
Just keep playing and keep plugging away. Really nice job of Dane Myers understanding it's not about velocity with Sandlin. Just letting that ball travel right back up the middle.
Oh, conference on the mound as TJ Friedel is about to stand in. The veteran lefty Drew Pomeranz now warms. Gotta think he's getting ready for De La Cruz should he bat. For what it's worth, De La Cruz has been hitting better right-handed than left-handed early this year. And the more those successes pile up, that could change the strategy for other teams. Downstairs. Another bit of housekeeping on that wild pitch sequence that scored 2. There was an error charged to Shawtwell on the throw that allowed Benson to then go to third. Hit him. Bases loaded. I mean, this has just been an ugly game, marred by walks, miscues. Now a hit batter to load the bases in the 9th in a 6-run game. Sandlin gets a visit here. Matt McLean due up, who has singled. He's 1 for 4. Tomas Vera, athletic trainer, out to check on Friedel. And they're going to make the move. They want the veteran lefty to oppose McLean. Reds holding on in the 9th. Bases loaded. Nobody out.
Everyone.
Did he do it?
We live the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Major League Baseball is back and bigger than ever before.
Pause. I'll take it from here. This is MLB Clubhouse, the YouTube channel where kids run the show, with a spot for every member of your team. Just look at this lineup.
Play ball.
Welcome to MLB Art Club. And this is the dugout. Hey, that's us. Let's see that again. Slide into the home of major fun, MLB Clubhouse. Now on YouTube.
Did he do it?
Oh my goodness! What a play! An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it. Back, enjoy the show.
We live the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Giants are in town Tuesday through Thursday. That'll close out the Reds homestand. It gets going with Brady Singer opposing Robbie Ray. Rhett Lauder, Chase Burns will round out the rotation against San Francisco. Here and now, the Reds down 6. They have the bases loaded, nobody out. Kurt Suzuki not fooling around. He goes to the veteran Drew Pomeranz, who debuted in 2011. Matt McClain spent most of that baseball season 11 years old.
Well, you're looking for the veteran to come in and close the door. The Reds keep scratching and pawing, trying to get back in this game.
McClain to third, caught on the fly, hit the bag. Double play.
Line drive, you got to make sure. Just can't happen.
So now 2 on 2 out for De La Cruz. Base hit his last time. He is 0 for 4 strikeouts lifetime against Pomeranz. Teodosio deep. Gone again. The right-handed power of Ellie De La Cruz. It's a 3-run game. On April 12th, he already has 4 home runs right-handed. He had 5 in all of 2025. Turn him around. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is just a really good swing by Ellie De La Cruz. Fastball up in the zone and just leaned on. That is a great swing.
Because it goes beyond the results. You're seeing a calmer smoothness right-handed.
100%. And a balance, pitch recognition. I mean, where he hit that home run is where he lived in spring training, like during his batting practice. Very easily could he have swung and pulled the ball, but he worked through the middle of the field, understanding that's where he's going to have to learn to do damage.
It's where the double play burns a bit. Sal Stewart, soft single for an RBI, has scored. Tyler Stevenson is on deck. It's a pinch hit for Will Benson.
Now the double play burns a lot of it. That just cannot happen, because you never ever know.
Swung through 1 and 2. It's early yet, but De La Cruz began the day with a higher average batting right-handed than left-handed. And I think you hit on it squarely in the open. We haven't seen him get hot yet. That might be coming. On base in 13 straight, had that 3-hit game yesterday. He's got multiple knocks today, including that drilled home run. Reds down to their last out. They have scored 6 unanswered runs late. Without that double play, you'd have the tying run on deck. And 1 out. Yeah, the line drive is what it is. Strike 3 on a foul tip. Well, the Reds show late life, but they fall in the series. It's the first series Cincinnati has dropped to the Angels in a decade. First time it's happened here since 2007.
Well, certainly some good signs to see the guys be able to score some runs. 3 in the 8th and 3 in the 9th. We need to get that spread out throughout the game, score early and score often. Obviously got to cut down on the walks. This was an ugly series. You got to flush it, come up Tuesday and beat the Giants.
Post game still to come. Jim Day on the desk. That'll be on the other side. Your final on this Sunday. 9-6 Angels beat the Reds.